Start things off here with some Soul Bad Guy versus Elphelt Valentine for the first match of TNS 100 here.
Yeah, I mean, from start to finish. This is actually a kind of a nice poetic way to start it here. Soul, obviously the king from Season 1 and did so well and has continually been throughout the entire game, with Elphelt being the newest one to approach.
Yeah, the new kid on the block as the Great Wizard comes through with 50 big ones into the Macchiato right off the bat. Thank you so much for the support.
Duel 1.
Jumping into things right away here. You see Elphelt just trying to create a little bit of that space just to get the opportunity to go right on in with those pine berry flips.
As often as possible. It can be really difficult to get your pressure started, especially against a neutral machine like Soul. But once you're actually able to get there, yeah, is able to force out the burst, doing a great job in pressure.
Yeah, big thing here though is that when it comes to mid-screen, that's where Elphelt can kind of struggle, right? Yeah. So if Soul could just bully his way in, with her having no real reversal, it's going to be difficult for her to get Soul off.
Dude, with the $25 coming through from the FGC nerd, thank you very, very much already for killing with the Macchiato, guys. Thank you.
Wonderful start here, but the first round here is going to go to Mr. Macchiato with the Elphelt Valentine. Now you see Deyvonn, she's trying to keep the pressure up here. Gets the Bandit Revolver, pressure is in the corner. Red Wild Assault comes through, and that's going to be a wall break.
Definitely a great setup here, and is going to go for the Tyrant Rave as well. Willing to spend the bar to make sure we get the hard knockdown. Always the correct decision. Let's look at the life totals now. Potentially just a wild though to be able to close this out. Goes for the RC, and the empty low is just nearly unblockable. I feel like through all of these tournaments that we've run, that has been one of the consistent factors. Nobody's blocking the empty low.
No, never. They're always looking for the multi-hitting overhead, right? That JP over and over is so potent, so dangerous that you just have to let them know. I like the FD break there also to try and catch Mr. Macchiato challenging with the button. Here we go. Able to score the throw in the corner. Goes to the OTG behind the back with the gunshot coming through.
Shout out, by the way, Mr. TampaNeverSleeps himself for actually putting through the 100 himself as it comes out, as well as Mustard Pie coming through with a direct contribution, $15. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, nearly at $200 already here in the Macchiato, and we aren't even done with game number 1. But Deyvonn is going to be able to take the first game here.
Yeah, so being able to get yourself established. And that is what we were talking about. That is the most important thing you can do as Soul in those situations. You have to be taking control. You have to be the one applying the pressure. And when you're in neutral, you have to either maintain that space or be at CQC with your own personal advantage out. Elphelt, like we've said a million times, has so much of a struggle to actually be able to put those buttons on you. Soul, you have to maintain your pressure.
Absolutely, but let's see if we're going to be able to do that here. I wonder if Mr. Macchiato is going to back up a little bit, try to play more of that spacing game. That's exactly what we're doing. Just trying to stay out of Soul's optimal ranges, forcing a whiff here to get a punish.
Yeah, counter-punching as best you can, which is obviously difficult against Mr. Bad Guy. As you can see right there, goes to Fafnir, and straight afterwards, the Red Wild Assault pushes all the way to the wall. The burst is off the table.
Yeah, just a little too far away, though, after the block to get the punish. Still has a massive life lead and has Elphelt right where they want him.
Good jump out, though. To avoid most things here. Trades not in your favor at this point, but we're still able to get that Pine Berry rocking.
Yeah, just difficult to pick up after that conversion there when you go for the backdash in the air. Goes to the 6H, full pickup here, squeezing out a bit of damage, but the corner carry is what's most important.
Bringer just to float a little bit, is able to get out of the corner, misses out on the whip punish there on the rip throw. 5K also a little bit too far. Pressure in the corner here.
Oh, but the Bandit Bringer hitting with the counter hit from way up north there, ending it with the 6H, planting that tombstone and taking the round.
Yeah, tapping 6H, all you really need to do to be able to finish that one out. That's a great backdash though, and a better block on the DP. The burst does come out at the end of the confirm actually. Does end up generating a very nice amount of advantage here. The wall is going to break, but it's not a hard knockdown.
Yeah, that's a big thing, but Deyvonn was still able to just skip neutral altogether with the Bandit Revolver. Here we go, Rekka does connect. Gonna go for the optimal corner carry, but misses the shotgun there at the end. That was a little tragic. Back throw though, no harm, no foul. We're still keeping the pressure up.
Good use of FD, goes underground. That is about as classic Guilty Gear as it gets. Going underneath with the 2D there.
This super should hit, absolutely. Doesn't land in time as Demonizer comes through with the $10 directly into the Macchiato. Thank you so much. Yeah, watch out for those gun flames. The run up 2K2D is going to be enough to seal game number 2. Up 2-0 right now is Deyvonn.
Yeah, the use of the gun flame there, obviously very, very smart. Not underutilized fireball as much, but I can think an underrated way to kind of use it is actually initiate like a normal fireball, right?
Yeah. it's a downplayed fireball is
there
what we
you
can call
go.
it.
That's what I would say. I was going to say, because I don't think it's underutilized. I think people do a pretty decent job of being able to stick it out there here and there.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you so much to Burner Blade coming through with the raid. Hope you had a good stream, and welcome everyone to TNS Strive 100 here. Still in our first game of the night.
Hates it much. The step back. That's the Soul Classic. Look at the life total after 4 hits. Wild though in response. Anything will do it now at this point.
RC tries to bait out the burst hardcore there, but really smart from Macchiato to hold on to the burst. You don't want to try to be a hero in that situation, especially with how this set has gone so far. But that means now it is set point on the Soul side.
Ooh, JK into the double 5K. Very nice here. Able to use the Wild Assault as well for the extra corner carry. Breaks through the wall of just half of the life off the table that quickly.
She drift aroundwards. Make sure we can get that fully charged dust. We're trying to get the kill right here, right now. There's the wall splat. 5H isn't enough.
Look at the resources now. Even with the burst, is able to get the block there. It was a crazy attempt at a DP, trying to look for the chip. I respect it. It's not going to work out here. And Elphelt all of a sudden, a lot of pressure on the table here. No resources yet here, but on the dash over gets the RC.
The back is up against the wall now. That's 50 meter down for Deyvonn. There's the back though. This is absolutely doable at this point, Proxy. If we can bait out the burst, which we don't. So now back to neutral. Scary situation, but it is far from over.
Goes on the whip punish. But again, maintain space as best you can. You gotta be most careful of Revolver. Gets the hit somehow.
It gets the Bridal Express. That's going to be able to take the round. What a comeback from Macchiato.
Nosgoldon coming through. Appreciate you, buddy. 10 months. I'll hit him up on that, don't worry. Throw. High potential for a comeback here if we can keep playing the way that we have. Great use of 6B there. Went in straight into the Pineberry afterwards, but doesn't get much for it.
I love it that we're just keeping our space here. You want to be outside of that 6S range against Soul, especially the far slash range. That's the big one, right? That forward advancing normal that has given people nightmares over the past few years. Bridal Express does get blocked, which means a 5K punish is obvious. Drops the far slash though pickup.
Yeah, missing out from the JD. Really huge. That's where you got to crank your damage out. The step back and the finish. No meter required. That'll do it. I mean, that's Mr. Bad Guy for you. When that tech is ripped, we talk about this all the time. It is a core fundamental thing in Guilty Gear Strive. Trying to tech or initiate throws with no meter to RC is a risk in this game. We were talking about how we want to talk about some of our champions, some of the things that we've done throughout Guilty Gear when it comes to Strive and how things have been happening. And one of the things we want to show you guys is our first champion ever. If you can think back that far, a name that a lot of people can recognize is Jan. Jan, a legend in the Texas community, won the first Strive tournament we ever had with Potemkin. Was handing out hands, dude. Jan, such a fun player, one of the smartest guys to do it. Shame we're not gonna see it again.
Yeah, no. Maybe we got that white wild assault, but we also do have Sam up against Suicune here. More Soul Bad Guy, popular character so far tonight, but of course going against the other gorilla of Guilty Gear, Leo Whitefang. There we go, DP is gonna hit, goes for the OTG with the 2D, but nice pressing out. Unfortunately, you get sent right back in after the blocked Bandit Revolver.
Yeah, Revolver off the 2P is not gonna work out unless it's counter hit. The knockdown though, and is able to use the RC just to get that extra corner carry. Very, very smart. And okay, we're gonna use the burst actually at the end of the confirm there just to make sure we're not gonna get the wall stick.
Oh, shouts to King Jobber fan.
Huge shout out.
There we go. Round 1 is down here for Leo.
Oh, and right away, dash up with the 2K. 2D uses the deflect shield, almost is able to get out there, but the headbutt does end up winning the day.
Yeah, but here we go, sending out the pizza cutter as well. Still not going to be enough to kill though, but hard knockdown is going to bode real well here for Leo. Just goes for the dash up 5P. Safe option there, not taking any major risks.
Oh, but in the end, Far Slash does win the day. Knock on the door a little bit, goes for the revolver, has to go for the RC afterwards, gets those jabs, and is able to find the knockdown. Throw loop potentially.
Oh, goes for the delay there with the banner revolver. Here comes the Tyrant Rave to take the round. Very solid comeback there from Sam. I got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a sweaty night like you were saying, Proxy.
Listen, man, if there was ever a night to come out, show out, and try to be the one to take it home, it's got to be 100. Yo, Salt and 6P. I like the little adjustment there, even though it doesn't confirm. Going into the 6P to make that thing work. Just a sliver of life left now, potentially the throw to do it. Actually misses out, though. A little bit of first world problems there from the Soul. Was 2+ to go for the throw, but does get the burst out in the end.
Right, goes for the dash up 2D, very nice, into the air confirm. Look at the amount of damage that we're squeezing out of this combo. Oh, we want that slump, but DPs is not afraid of your meaties at all.
Yeah, really, really smart in that spot. Might as well test them. Definitely a good call. I mean, if you are with both of the characters that we have on the screen there, if you're picking Soul or if you're picking Leo, you have to be willing to commit to it sometimes. It has to be on the table. The earlier, the better. As soon as you can let your opponent know that you're willing to just go for it in situations like that, you kind of make them second guess every decision from that point on.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, that is a crazy name. Shout out to Sam. All right, knockdown into the corner once again. DP, man, I mean, excuse me, 2D. That 2D is such a solid tool, just as a footsies tool here for Leo. Going into the super again.
Okay. Nice trade off of that one. Oh, and the 2S does end up winning the day. Goes for the DP. And again, burst at the end of the combo there. There wasn't going to be too much consequence after that, I don't think. Maybe a little preemptive on the, a little too late on the burst, rather. But in the end, it does work out. We still find our hit. We still find our OTG. And we still find our round.
Yeah, it's one of those panic bursts, right? Where you get hit by something big and you just see the amount of damage. You're like, oh god, I just need to reset this situation altogether. So you just let it rip.
Out, gonna get the back turn here. Now the vortex begins, run through twice in a row. You saw the reversal pop up as well, was trying to DP out of it.
100 meter there, this is gonna hurt. Might actually kill with the super, not quite though, a little too much scaling.
Hard knockdown, essentially all you need here.
Incredibly dangerous situation. RC still just knocking on heaven's door there with the 5P, and the fireball is gonna be a whiff punish here to tie things up 1-1.
How do you feel about the DPs from King Jobber fan?
I feel like they're, you know, your soul. You got to DP. Yeah. You got to let it rip. It's not a matter of how I feel about them. It's a matter of just they exist.
That's what it's your fan base. I just was
Anyone who is a King Jobber fan will wake up DP. My strongest soldiers will wake up DP.
I just found out that I'm a King Jobber fan.
They will never block on wake up. As a Slayer player myself, I understand not wanting to block on wake up. Okay.
Duel 1.
All right, here we go. Game 3. 6H round start for King Jobber activity.
That is a huge call out. It would have been a lot of reward if Suicune was a little bit aggressive, but not going to pay off. Unfortunately, Sam did have to spend their burst here. Back up against the wall. There's the throw.
Eugene goes for the step back there. That's a DP kind of playing into things a little bit later, but still able to find the knockdown. Not the hard knockdown, though, so Soul able to stand up. Opportunity to potentially fight here, but the missile drop kick.
Yeah, 2D, even in its nerfed state, still an incredible tool just to catch your opponent off guard. It's really that forward momentum that it has, right? But this time opting for 5H instead of 6H, getting a lot of reward on that one and getting a throw of their own here in the corner.
And fun OTG afterwards as well.
Oh, beautiful guard point there, though.
And once again, leaving gaps. You just cannot, especially not with Sam showing that DP is so militant, but in the same vein.
5Ks, the overhead, doesn't want to deal with it at all. Oh man, we are pressing buttons here, but no one can get any offense started. Finally, there it is. 2K into the 6K. Suicune scores the knockdown and gets the run through.
There you go. That little step back is able to go into the unstance as well. Breaks the wall, but doesn't get the hard knockdown. Scary situation. 5H!
Not the 5H again at the round start situation. Beautiful stuff from Sam. Do it a third time. Oh no, playing a little bit more patient here. I understand this is a key round. Whoever can get up 2-1. right now. Sam on the back foot here, gonna have to answer after this wall break.
Yes, definitely strong. Good wall. A little bit of life left. A throw potentially be able to do it. 2D. We are going for such high reward starters here.
That's the thing about Soul. He's got so much reward on a lot of these options. Oh, the reset into the wild throw. Absolutely disgusting, but the burst comes out. The round's not over yet. 100 meter on Suicune's side. And that's going to be it.
Yeah, the throw into the RC is enough. That was terrifying. And the scariest part of that was Suicune actually bursted at a time where Sam jumped. Sam almost perfectly baited that. Maybe they just were
So
like
close.
not expecting it, or maybe they just didn't hold back in time. But either way, that was a close call.
All I know is the wild assault into reset wild throw
Yes.
was disgusting. That's the kind of thing that you can sometimes only pull out once in a set, right? Next time we see that, you know that when Suicune is being hit by wild assault, they're going to be holding up the whole time.
Duel 1.
Right, could be the final match here. Suicune up 2.
Nice counter hit. We'll confirm off of it here. Burst is available and is going to spend it. Okay. Gets just as much value as you need from it. Is able to stand up, get straight in. The Berserker Barrage is going to make it to the wall and get the shatter.
That's about 50% of your health down already, but Sam does have meter to answer back. Forced to spend the burst here, though. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. And there it comes. Plus frames.
Okay. Forward didn't get much. Gets the counter hit afterwards, though. Is able to find the pillar. Doesn't go into back turn, though.
Yeah, this is such a scary situation. Down the round here now. Suicune in full control of the pace of the match.
Yeah, that punish into the throw, especially throwing into the corner here. Back to the mid-screen, though, for this mix. Goes for the power bomb.
Again, challenging with the 5K. I really appreciate that Sam is not allowing Suicune to get away with some of these more tricky setups in the corner, right? These delayed meetings. Alright, but is going to drop the confirm there after the JD. That's something we saw earlier on tonight in the first game. The other side into the throw. What was that confirmed?
That was so... If there was ever a way to try and disincentivize your opponent from bursting on a throw combo, that's it.
Fast RC DP got the wall splat. That is gnarly.
Okay, kind of up there, uses Revolver. Looks at the distance all the way to the corner. 5H through the fireball, completely ignores it.
Yeah, spends the burst because didn't want to get hit by that clean hit DP damage. Understandable decision there, but now taking control of the match once again after the burst.
Wow, that was a clutch little pick up there with the 5K. Here we go again.
Trade. Wow, going in with the Night Raid Vortex, but doesn't have the meter to confirm. Still the meaty Fafnir.
Still doesn't kill.
How did that
Look
not
at the meter.
kill?
Suicune absolutely.
Oh, the DP!
No, Suicune. I thought for sure it was going to be super. I thought for sure.
Let's go, Sam.
That's a Soul bad guy moment. The King Jobber fandom is not dead. 2-2. Jesus, bro.
See, when you become part of the court of the Jobber King, you get the option select. All right, if you lose, you're just a Jobber. It's all right.
I mean, Sam did select an option there. To be fair, bro. Oh my God, Game 5.
Right, I like the spacing that we're seeing here, trying to stay out of that range, but still the 2D just blows forward.
Okay, knockdown. Oh, yep, DP, very nice. Wants to delay the Fafnir back hitbox on the DP, but it doesn't matter. Goes to the guard point stance, gets the anti-air, gets the confirm.
Yeah, Sam is playing this very like wild out Soul style that has a lot of reward, but still all that reward comes with so much risk, right?
You're friends with a lot of crazy Soul players.
I don't know why.
That's Green Duck.
Tampa's own Green Duck.
Okay, 2H there, finding the knockdown. This is huge.
Yeah, there we go. It's the axe kick. Gonna get the OTG here with the super through the wall.
Still has burst.
We've seen this comeback happen before, right? Is it going to happen again? There's a throw into the RC. Not this time, unfortunately. Suicune is going to come out on top with the perfect here. But what an entertaining and exciting set between those two.
What a duel.
You jobbed for the good of the people. Our job is to make the stars look good, all right?
Sure. The king of the jobbers. But this is a very, I would say, a pretty decently high-profile match here. Yurikov, obviously a phenomenal player across multiple titles and has had a lot of success and strive over the time period of the game. But Kreator is a super strong Giovanna player coming, I believe, from Florida. I think this is a South Florida player.
Ooh, okay. Well, already taking game number 1. They're around number 1, I should say. But this time, Yurikov is going to blow forward with the 2D counter hit, starting to get that offense started with Millia. Again, we talk about it a lot. The goal of taking down Millia is keeping her grounded, right? She is best when she is in the air, when she can utilize her movement. You already see Kreator utilizing that DP from Giovanna to good effect to stuff Yurikov out of the skies.
And a decently effective 6P working out as well. Tries to go for the hair card to get something going. DP into the overhead mix. 2-hit follow-up. Kreator is going to knock that one down in a hurry. Great showing.
Yeah, trying to speed run this bracket here. In the bed, too? Bro, I love the lobby avatars.
Mine has just been like the same thing pretty much, I think, since the beginning. It's like half Zebra, half Potemkin. It's been the same one.
Mine's just Metal Bat from One Punch Man. And here we go, jumping straight into game number 2 here. Let's see how Yurikov can approach things differently. After that DP in the second game, it was all over. Yurikov wasn't able to gain any ground.
Already starting strong with the 6B, gets the throw. Opportunity for Vortex here, and instead of going for the disc, just goes for the jab and the dash through. Okay, bursting for momentum. Yeah, how much you get from it? Hair car, no punish. Still gets pushed to the wall, which is about as good as a punish, to be honest.
Taking to the skies there, tries to go for the DP again. See, even on a block, though, it spikes Yurikov down to the ground right in front of Kreator, exactly where they want them. There we go, pressure is up again. YRC comes out. Yurikov wants some room to breathe, but I have not seen a Giovanna rip out this many DPs in a set in my life.
I like it.
Remember, it's not a traditional DP. It's not invul like all other DPs. It really only has that upper hitbox.
Ande with the $20 contribution to the match arena, helping ramp it up even more. Thank you very much.
And there we go. Blue B combo, goes for the double dash into the throw. Strike throw mix, incoming. Oh, the BRC able to block all of that storm.
Come through, Lust Shaker, and immediately Kreator holds up forward out of the Lust Shaker. I mean, it's one of those situations where if Yurikov jumps at you from that spot, Giovanna, I feel like, generally has the advantage if Millia's rising to her. And if she doesn't, you have the potential to potentially go in for a jump in there. It's up to Yurikov to kind of clutch out an anti-air. That's a good priority.
Yeah, not only that, too, but I was curious how that route was going to go because Kreator went up with the button and then jump canceled again. It was looking like an Exert combo for a second.
Oh, dude, just like that. 2 straight, looking very, very strong. Kreator, I'm liking the energy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if we can keep this pace up here. Pace is the name of the game here. Kreator has been controlling it fully so far since the round start.
For the double dash there, looking for the throw. Doesn't quite work out, but still okay. Millia finds the jump S. Gets enough pressure to actually get the burst out here, but finding that second interaction, winning the burst out is a huge victory. That's not enough to win the game.
It's chasing to the skies. Kreator understands the assignment. It's to keep Millia grounded, right? Unless you're going for the DPs or chasing her up to challenge her at her own game. Flipping away from the YRC as well. Kreator is just moving like I have not seen a Giovanna move before.
That Kreator is definitely playing super well right now. Both bursts off the table. Goes for the 2K, looks for the knockdown afterwards. Flip kick comes through, but Yurikov with a great jump back.
Again, just trying to stay airborne towards the knockdown. Finally, this comes out, trying to run some set play.
Full dash into the dash through. Knockdown once again. OTG, but Kreator, he's seen that before. Yurikov already tried that mix-up once in the set.
And you can see Kreator's being very patient, waiting for the right opportunity, the right gap to strike, and finds that hole in the armor. Now is trying to go to town.
Back to kind of clutch right there. And I'm working out with the DP, and the RC gets the burst.
Wow. 3 straight Kreator going up over Yurikov. That was just picking apart Yurikov at every single end, playing really hot there. We've seen a lot of hot games so far tonight, but we've seen a lot of hot players in the past as well. We want to give you a look at our one-hit wonders, our players who have won 1 Strive tournament each here in TNS, you know, fighting through a lot of these strong brackets, able to come out on top. Yeah, absolutely. Still, early on in the bracket, too. It's just how stacked these brackets are week in and week out here at TNS.
I mean, I believe we hit the cap tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was our cap tonight?
I don't know. I think we hit it. I just remember seeing that on the channel. Oh, man, but either way, it goes for the 2S. Pressure continues here in the corner. DP, that's going to be a huge punish, especially with that much of that burst gauge already missing. Jumps and gets the air super. I like that.
Yeah, we want to guarantee the hard knockdown here. Great decision making from Daze. Now we got to capitalize on it. Oh, we got the Kai prayers up.
Already? This early?
Yeah.
I respect it. We're breaking out all the...
It ain't even Danny on screen.
We're breaking out all the cheat codes coming into Strive 100. Said the Kais, they've got to win. They got to go forward.
I mean, this character has been strong ever since they buffed that bar slash, buffed a few other things as well. This character has been a bit of a monster, a true king of neutral. There you go, bar slash, able to hit its mark, gets the stun dipper.
Knockdown looks for the 5D, was able to jump completely out of it. DP knocks him back to the ground. That is disgusting.
The instant overhead into the RC. Have all the Giovanna players just been in the hyperbolic time chamber, cooking up all these crazy sequences?
And then he gets to throw on the deflect shield as well. Momentum incarnate. Daze. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, momentum is so important, not only for Giovanna, but really for most characters in Strive. Strive is a snowball-heavy game, and if you're playing a character that has good strike throw, has good momentum, you can really run over your opponent if they're not ready for it. Here we go, jumping straight into the next one. Daze currently up 1, still trying to speed run. Attempting to follow up Kreator's example.
I was going to say...
First comes out early there from Scambolini. Doesn't want to get sent to the wall.
Okay, from that poke, goes to the RC. Sticks to the wall just in time for the burst is not able to come out there, and nothing able to save you at that point, but like she's needing much saving here. Is able to go for the command dash for that empowered special, gets the wall break of her own, chooses to use the wild assault rather than the meter.
Yeah, holding on to the meter, recognizing that Scambolini is going into this next round with 100. This is going to be a block. Whoa, we're challenging it back with the spinning dog kick. Going to blow straight through the wall as a skewed one comes through with the $5 to the Macchiato. No shot.
Spinning dog kick ends up winning in the end. The DP is no match. Another round for Daze.
Not invincible enough, brother.
Flash of the wild assault. So that this is a little bit of time. Tries to go for the throw. Reset. Daze is holding up already.
It's going to be another wall break, but goes for the wild assault this time. I really like how certain players, especially Daze here, is often utilize wild assault to keep up with the meter race, right? With that with the breakthrough through the wall, positive bonus is going to give you a lot of burst gauge back anyway.
Dude, and then the presence of mind for confirms like that as well. Gets the throw, goes for the instant RC straight into the super. Nothing in between. No opportunity for the burst to even be used after that throw is initiated. I see the faith is low.
I think you're right, chat.
Ye of non-believers in the chat. They've given up on Kai so easily.
I think we got to buff him. And a skewed one coming through with the sub. Thank you so much. 6 months.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And we're back to it. Giovanna's going to continue to rain terror tonight? Is this what I'm feeling?
Giovanna might be the most downplayed character in all of Guild Strive.
Who thinks she's bad?
A lot of people think she's not super good. There we go, Scum Dipper right on in with the RC. It may have been slowed down, but you're still not reacting to it.
Okay, gonna end up 2K. The interruption there. Doggy arrow +4, jumps back, gets the trade. Huge trade. Dude, that's exactly what you want to see as Kai. Get that life lead, establish it. kind of apply pressure and look for trades once you have the life lead. Kai just benefits so much in those situations.
Yeah, but now backs up against the wall. DP hits late there, but it hits anyway. That's what's important. Goes for the 2H pickup to get an airborne combo there with the Red Wild Assault.
Fireball super, great way to go through. Gets the punish though on the, oh no, the IB, but it's not gonna matter.
All right, Scambolini gets the 2K2D. Nice Wild Assault. Should be able to take it here. Yep, ride the lightning. That is 100% dead.
Ah, see? Kai Bros in the chat, giving up a little too early. Come on, man.
Keep the faith.
Listen, that's the Guilty Gear way right now. In this game, things can get hairy in a hurry. It doesn't matter which character's on the screen. And Kai just happens to be one of those characters that can take games over with momentum. You saw in a couple situations, Scambolini was back against the wall in like a potentially guess for game interaction. SDP, why not?
Kai would never give up on you, Chad, all right? So why are you giving up on him, okay?
Believe in the Kai that believes in Kai. Forward throw, very nice, there you go.
All right, backdash on Wake Up. I really love the spacing here, the poking with the far slash. Scambolini definitely needs to utilize a lot of Kai's strong neutral tools here to fight with Giovanna. You don't want to be in that boxing range against her.
Tatsu there, PRC, jumping S though, one of the most devastating air normals in the game, especially for Kai. He's able to bait out the throw attempt, but the 2H is too far. The backdash from Giovanna is so clutch.
Going to max corner carry, guard crush as well with the spiral arrow. Does it again into the throw. Clean round, putting Daze here now at set point.
Dude, that's such a nightmare scenario that staggers you.
Ooh, what a challenge. Able to get close slash from that far away. Gets another one here with a counter hit, and Daze's health bar is just melted away.
Opportunity to equalize here. Baits out the deflect shield, but doesn't get a punish. Does find something in the end, but it's not quite enough here. Tries to go for the +4. YRC in response.
I love the backdash there from Scambolini as well. But unfortunately is going to get their back put up against the wall here. Still has the life lead. 1 DP could get us out of this. There it is!
That had to happen. Very, very smart. And that, again, is just the Kai way of things. Has 50 meter, why not spend it first? Almost on the table for both players here. They're relatively equal in terms of the resources. But Daze able to get the first touch and gets the burst out.
All right, nice challenge there with the 5K, just kind of putting it up as a wall to challenge Scambolini approaching, but there's another great DP escaping from the corner, but can we regain this momentum here?
Oh, even with the FD there, wasn't able to build enough space for yourself.
Wow, beautiful confirm from so far away, and that should be it there. Yep. Wall break damage, going to close it out. Daze taking it 3-1 over Scambolini in another barn burner of a set. It's good, a good place to be.
See it, our next match. We get a little treat with iDom here on the Testament, facing off against Sloth though. Sloth, definitely a tough customer coming out on the Chipp.
Sloth playing Chipp. Curious. Cheryo, let's see if you can get through the movement tutorial here that Testament wants to put you in.
Already does, straight into the super. It's going to be able to get shatter here. Tough situation for iDom.
Better believe it.
Definitely one of the worst places to be as Testament.
And the overhead is going to connect. Delays it a little bit also. Doesn't immediately go for the pickup there. Was trying to bait out the burst, but smart from iDom to hold on to it for a little bit longer.
Teleports to actually go through, but ends up cornering themselves. Gets the jump over, and the 6P, Testament 6P, has always been so ridiculous.
Best in the game, baby. We'll stand by that. Look at that, 6P coming out again, setting up the unholy diver. But that's the bad thing about Testament in this matchup is you can't be affording to whiff a lot of these buttons, right? Chipp is so fast, he's so proficient at whiff punishing the opponent, especially with those IADs in.
Atlas Envy, don't worry, only 4 days until Marvel, baby. Appreciate you though, thank you very much for coming through.
Nice. Yep, staying state there, allowing us to pop up for an extended combo, sends out the Grave Reaper.
That was such a cute little sequence with the fireballs too, was able to almost guarantee the staying state, but there we go with the bonsai.
Oh, misses the wall stick though, but it still lands immediately into the tap dust. Tricky mix up there from Sloth.
Deflect shield, but deflect shielded into the corner, so still ends up getting hit. Finds the touch, looks for the overhead.
Close enough. There we go. YRC. Goes for a YRC back, and wow! I don't
Really?
how,
Really?
I want to know what was going through iDom's mind there, because you weren't necessarily betting on the deflect shield, right? So if you were close enough that Chipp would have been forced to block it because of the hitbox, at least, right? Still, a really risky situation to go for. Just worked out beautifully in the end.
Damn.
We take those.
There's no way.
In short.
I feel like there's no way you, maybe you're just that far ahead. Maybe you have confidence in him to hit the IBFD or the deflect shield or something to push you away. Either way, damn, already to the corner here. Sloth turning up the intensity a little bit here in game 2.
There we go, sending out the unholy diver, hitting Chipp with the toes. Gotta be careful. That is the button you cannot be affording to whiff, right? Because every single time that iDom whiffs, Chipp is immediately in and pressing buttons.
Smart use of teleport there. 6P again. No bird watching coming out. Okay, actually worked out in the end. Goes in for the bonsai. 6P to be able to answer it.
Yeah, and immediately trying to hit with that low arbiter sign too. The spacing here from iDom is so on point. But the cross-up counter hit is going to connect. We're trying to go for maximum corner carry, but are we close enough? Yes!
Does just make it. Still has the burst though, still has 50 meter. Oh, the Alpha Blade on Wake Up actually. Wait, danger penalty, but I don't think you care about the danger penalty here. Whatever it takes to be able to keep that pressure on. Tries to tap the dust, but the throw.
In the
late
burst. Tries to go for the low arbiter sign again. J2K coming out on top.
Dude, just barely able to connect in that ending scenario. Okay. Little climb stays right there. Oi, but doesn't find much.
Yeah, huge confirm here for Sloth. Tries to go for that 6K. Doesn't hit its mark, but the pressure keeps going. Finally finds the hit. Is going to find the wall breaking on top of it. 6P really has been the lifeline here for iDom, right? The most consistent tool to get Sloth off of him. Gets the side swap as well, too. Remember that 2H vacuums in a little bit, so when you hit the 2H along with the stain state, you run under with the RC.
That, wow.
Ooh, beautiful arbiter sign.
Not what I was expecting either. That low was surprisingly sneaky for a meaty low.
We've been going for that all set, too, trying to hit that low arbiter sign one after another.
Okay. Good. 2D and 6P, Rekka's come through. Not letting the Rekka stagger come out, though. Look at the OTG to apply the stain state. Actually dashes up with the 5K, applying a good amount of pressure. How's the burst going to interact here? It is going to push her away.
Yeah, but you saw the Succubi kept going, too. That was a really interesting interaction. Stain state is on, but able to find the counter hit jump in. Baits out the burst as well, but we don't have enough meter to close things out. We can still go for the wall break here for that positive bonus.
Definitely well worth it. Oh no, it's not enough!
Yeah, reacted just a little too late. Tried to pick up with the second arbiter sign into the RC.
Gets the touch from full screen though, the power of the sight. Well, we said that's a button you cannot be whiffing. When it does actually connect, the reward is so damn high.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I think too from iDom, I think we've been kind of just throwing it out here and there, knowing that it's gonna whiff, not necessarily to try and catch Chipp running in, but to bait in the IAD over it, right? Because every time Chipp tries to go for an IAD in, you see that 6P come out. That 6P consistently from iDom as a get off me.
Yeah, it hasn't even just been jump-ins either. It's just been like low-key everything. He 6P'd a bonsai earlier.
He did, yeah.
Like, the overhead not even as safe.
Duel 1.
Yo, let's see who's going to move on in the winner side of the bracket. Right now, iDom is up 2-0 here in the set. Has really been controlling the speed of Sloth.
60 in that spot. Ends up trading with a fireball. Fireball trade not in your favor there. Chipp, dude, after the dash up, standing heavy, forces the burst out here in the corner, applies stain. How much use is it going to be in a spot like this? Teleports forward, apparently a great amount of use. The burst is gone.
Uh-oh, but still, Sloth able to find their way in. Goes for the reset, wants to close it out, doesn't want to go back to neutral, recognize that a super wouldn't be enough to kill, and is going to be paid handsomely for that decision there, taking the round.
Fireball ended up working out in the end. Missed out on the 5K. DP with the Beta Blade into the 2D counter hit.
Go, hard knockdown, positive bonus. Time for Sloth to really run away with this momentum. But you can't count iDom out yet. Still has full burst, 75 meter. There's a lot to work with here.
Oh, couldn't block forever though. A little unfortunate. Super comes through with the guaranteed shatter damage. It's still not going to be enough.
Goes for the YRC. Yeah, we have to slow down the pace a bit here. Control Chipp's speed.
I love that burst. Even if you don't get to keep it, continue applying pressure, it's well worth it to be able to just reset neutral. Here comes the Succubus.
That's going to set the stain state again as well. Goes for the reset, and it's enough to take the round there. iDom staying alive and going to set point.
Jesus, man.
I was almost expecting the wall break there, but I'm sure iDom recognized that situation, that the wall wasn't necessarily guaranteed to kill. You don't want to go back to neutral against Chipp.
And just relentless on the way we're approaching here. The IED ends up working out. Now we're staggering Rekkas for some kind of break in the armor, but it's just not there. iDom finds the 6P, finds the teleport. Another 6P is the anti-air.
Woo, catches the teleport. Wow. Look at this reward as well, Proxy. But he's going to get shimmied by the backdash there from iDom. And it is all over just like that.
Dude, being able to access your Wild Assault, push through, and finish things up. iDom, either way. Speaking of, you know, people coming through doing great things, another one of those stats that we've got to bring you, that we've got to show you, is our double platinums, the 2-timers. We've had a lot of people who have come through, and while we said winning one is an impressive feat, winning a tournament in general is not an easy thing to do. These are the people that were able to clutch up and do it more than once, the 2-timers, Jobber.
Yeah, it's as much of a celebration of these players as it is for all of you watching at home. And speaking of the next two players we're going to celebrate, it is Eddventure rocking the Anji up against Death Heaven with Axel Low.
Okay, as an actual player yourself who plays with a very strong Anji, shouts to the Prince, Mr. Prince Jobber. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I honestly don't know because he just bodied me.
That's
So
That's totally fair.
I'll be honest.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is actually supposed to be a good matchup for Axel. I feel like Spin is a pretty decent. Whoa! Tried to go for the parry super. Fully charged 5D. Forget what I was talking about. Matchups don't matter when you get situations like this.
Sounds good. As Meter goes for the BRC for the slowdown here, pushes away, but the Wild Assault keeps it aggressive.
Yeah, there's the run-up throw. Very nice. Scoop. Able to take round number 1. But I feel like maybe in this current version of the game, with the way that Anji is, I think Anji is very strong against Axel. He can close the gap. Spin is a great tool to close the gap. Of course, the new Tornado is a wonderful tool for Axel, not only to shut down a lot of angles in neutral and be safe and end combos safely, but also a really good combo converting tool, allowing him to get pickups where he wasn't able to before.
Okay, there's going to come the super. He's going to get the connection. Break through the wall. Hard knockdown. Burst is available, though. Death Heaven. There's some options here. Just going to go for 2Ps, maybe trying to bait the burst out in that spot. The overhead gets pushed with the deflect shield. It's not going to matter very much here. We're going to keep that pressure on overhead again.
Yeah, one of the issues, of course, Axel does not have a reversal, right? And Anji's pressure is pretty scary to deal with, especially when you reset with the fan toss and different things like that. Butterfly, Axel just has to hold a lot of this, and you saw the only way that Death Heaven was really able to escape some of those situations was by utilizing deflect shield. And even then, Ed was right back on top of them. Uh-oh. okay, we're okay.
I was gonna say.
Had to take a quickie sippy maybe.
And good follow up there. Stuck into the wall, not quite enough to kill a nearly insurmountable lead at this point. I'm not really even sure what you do to be able to maintain it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play a perfect zoning game here. Are we going to go for the setup? No, we just go for the full combo. We want the wall break, respectable. But not going to get the wall break because Eddventure had already committed to the burst in that situation.
With Fujin straight into the counter super, trying to bait out these limbs.
And baiting them out is a really good option. Still has some meter left for it. Goes for the Wild Assault confirmed. Look at that, taking to the skies there with the Axle Bomber. That combo right there, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, would not have connected pre-patch because they did extend the hitbox on Axle's Axle Bomber a little bit forward so he could actually reach.
Wow, and just like that, the RC slides you a little bit farther forward to be able to get close enough to make the connection there. It's gonna be 1-0.
Anji wins.
I see you, chat. They love it. Anji fans really love it. They love the character.
That's true.
Pounded on brewskis, bro. Here we go, hopping right back onto the sticks. Has that red aura.
With that, I mean, having seen how that played out, I've got to assume, I think you're right. It just feels like Anji's got a lot of good tools to be able to close the distance. Even when the charged tornado was able to answer the twirl, because the twirl doesn't go quite far enough, even in that situation, I still think it's a really, really positive thing for Anji. See, he's continuing to mash on the twirl whenever possible.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things about Axel is his buttons are pretty committable. You have to commit to them, right? They have a lot of recovery on them. He doesn't really get plus frames, so to speak. So spin becomes more of a potent tool in those kind of situations. Obviously, you can't lean on spin as the catch-all, but a player like Eddventure isn't going to do that. Spinning through Sickle Storm there, the Rensen is just so powerful.
Butterfly. Turn still to come through. No, instead is going to lean off the Fujin there. Twirls through the attempt at the overhead. Tries to lock him down with the fish, but we're able to tech out and actually get back to pressure. Oh, but getting back to pressure. Not quite enough here. Overhead is blocked.
Yeah, Anji's mix now gets so much scarier with meter. He's able to get really strong confirms with Nagi HUD, just catching you with 0 bar. Once he gets 50, now it really becomes a threat because he unlocks the ability to go for the overhead.
Wow, that is off a rising JK. Finds the knockdown in the corner. Is going to get the shatter off of it and a hard knockdown.
Yeah, things are not looking too good here for Def Heaven, but is able to avoid the grab attempt. Just going for those JHs, trying to make something connect. There we go, Tornado.
Bar, pushes away. Opportunity here, potentially with meter. No, just gets the connection.
A nice dash up 2K2D. I was gonna say, something that you're seeing a lot in this match so far is really, Def Heaven's been running away while Eddventure's been chasing. And in Guilty Gear, that's not exactly what you want to be doing. Of course, Axel is a zoner, but he's the kind of zoner that has to weave in and out. And at the end of that round, that is exactly what we saw.
Okay, Jimmy D, gifted tier 1. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
There we go, another wall break. Seen a bit of a rerun here of last round, but will Def Heaven be able to make that comeback?
Yeah, half your life deleted that quickly. Health is just a resource in situations like this, but you're running out of wrong guesses. 2P, the 6H, things slow down a little bit, but the twirl comes through and we're able to get the knockdown with the fish.
Yeah, we do have burst available, but you have to figure out when you're going to spend it. There it is, wakes up with the burst, doesn't want to hold on to any of that Oki.
Oi, in the air though, just a little too clutch. Is able to snipe that out and not allow the IED. I feel like that is where a lot of Axels make their money, is they're just like sneaky with their timing for you know they're just gonna jump and you know they're just gonna try and IED out, but it feels like somehow they still make it sneaky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very sneaky. And Starapton coming in through with a sneaky tier 1 sub for 7 months. Thank you for the support. I mean, you have to be slippery as Axel.
It's your whole job.
It's part of it because Axel's home is the corner, but you cannot be stuck holding down back there. That is not a good way to win the round.
If Eddventure can keep this momentum up, The Anji pick, honestly and truly, has looked very, very strong on him for quite a long time. I do miss the Jackal a little bit, but I understand.
I think Anji's the stronger character this patch, though.
I agree.
So I definitely understand going all in on Anji.
Okay, World in a row, doesn't get much forward. Standing as in the entirety of Guilty Gear Strive, that's one thing that's remained consistent. That is one of the best boxing normals, man.
Oh, for sure.
RS is so strong from Maxwell. Has to go for the RC there after attempting the overhead.
The issue, though, and the great thing about the fish, right, is that even if the opponent RCs, they have to block it, and it's a guard crush, meaning that Anji wins out no matter what. All right, nice. Gets the run-up throw into the RC, close up the round. Let's see if Deyvonn can get a point on the board here.
Okay, Best tries to go for the throw, ends up spending the burst.
Oh, able to get over the tornado. Looks like it just started to fade away as he landed on it.
Plus frames. We always say that's one of the most important things versus Anji is you cannot let those turn steals get away. 6P into the anti-air.
Yep, gets caught in the backdash there by the close slash. That close slash is so difficult to backdash, it feels like. Scooped up the rainwater. Nice, confirmed. US. No, the rainwater was too far away. That was the opportunity to close out the round there. Deyvonn could have done it. And now here we are at set point for Eddventure.
And that exact interaction has come up multiple times in a row. It's a little unfortunate. We'll talk about it more after the match, but that's so tough. 2H. Continuing to poke, does find the counter hit. Good chunk of damage.
Yep, sniping with that JS, my beloved. And look at that, see? Forced to block, another guard crush. It's a lose-lose situation. You either spend 50 meter and you're still super negative, or you don't spend any meter and it's a hard knockdown for Anji.
Over attempt, that's the commitment with 2S. Fujin straight through, knowing the tornado was going to be gone at that point.
That is an insane call out there. What a reaction from Eddventure. Hard knockdown. Goes for the run up. Meaty close slash connects with a counter hit. Should still be alive. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he had 100 meter. That's it.
Yeah, with the RC4 and those extra couple touches, that is going to guarantee the kill and the finish. Eddventure, like I said, Anji looking good on this guy. If only just because of the buffs, his reward on hit and White Wild Assault is its own matchup.
Just giving him like a real reversal, a reversal that is as strong as White Wild Assault is incredible, but it looks like Ratty is going to be coming through with the Millia. It is speed versus weight here in this matchup.
Normally see them together. Close slash, not quite there.
Maybe in a couple weeks.
Baldur is very good here. It's going to be another knockdown, but oh my god! So mashes the backdash there to escape from the 5K and pretty easily able to answer with the far slash to get the catch.
Yeah, and that's a perfect as well. Just overwhelming offense. And that's kind of what you need to do, right? You need to keep the pressure up and smother Goldlewis so he cannot get his Behemoth Typhoon game started.
Now, once you're blocking this Millia in this matchup, it is nigh impossible to return to offense, barring a mistake there from the Goldlewis like you saw there. Tried to go for the jump in at a weird angle. Things didn't really work out his way. Millia is able to match the 2P, but here we go. Another example of that pressure.
Yeah, and you have to FD for your life too because all that chip damage is going to add up really fast. And I think you're dead.
You're super dead. Had meter too. You're super dead.
That's what's difficult about this matchup is you can only get hit 2 times, maybe once depending on the routing. Like if you're close to the corner and Goldlewis hits you with the 4-2-6, I think you're just dead.
Okay, Behemoths in a row. Knockdown finally comes through, and now the nightmare begins. Gets the counter hit against the wall. It's gonna mash the 720. Oh my god!
Still alive though, but just barely. And there we go with the big golf swing. Bounced off the wall right into the dirt. Yeah, this is not a. I don't envy Millia in this matchup. I will say.
I don't Millia. I don't Millia.
You don't Millia?
I don't envy any character into this matchup. Any character that has average or below life is getting into kind of a mess here. And that was, again, one thing I've noticed from Cheryo when you watch him play rather than other Goldlewis is he doesn't use White Wild Assault as much as other people. Maybe to a detriment, to be honest, because it is so damn strong.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just need to let it rip, right? If it's a good tool, use it. But he likes to use it in specific scenarios, right? Yeah. Doesn't want to overuse it, doesn't want to make sure that it gets called out, but really, like, how are you going to call out White Wild Assault?
If you are blessing me with a tool like that, yeah, exactly. Good luck. I don't care if you know what's coming. I'm still doing it. Good blocks on just about everything, but the backdash in the end still works out. Rat, the structure of offense, beautiful, that whole sequence.
Yeah, closing out this sequence with the winger as well. Terrible super, so it definitely won't kill. But wow, gets the run of 6H, another perfect on Rat's belt.
Kind of quick knockdown in that spot. Trade comes through. He is able to escape, and that's all that really matters in the end. But 2K2D finds the knockdown into the throw. This is going to get messy.
Yeah, trying to keep his pressure in the corner. There's the RC blocking all these overheads. It's still stuck in a scary situation. There's the round for Cheryo. And Millia's hair is just what Eddie is to Zato, Cat. That's all it is.
Is it really that simple?
Yes, it is. It's like a demon. There's the throw. Gold burst, but not going to get anything out of it, and the JD connects.
JD 2H Behemoth into White Wild Assault. That is a hell of a sequence.
Yeah. And a perfect Cheryo answering back going up 2-0. Yeah, the hair is alive. Think of it as like, you know, Skullgirls?
Ah, okay, Philia.
Philia.
Okay.
Philia is a reference to Millia.
That makes so much sense.
In case you didn't know.
That makes
the more you know, chat.
An unbelievable amount of sense. Wow. The light bulb is unreal. I said their names back to back, and all of a sudden, I get it.
I think chat's realizing it for the first time, too.
Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Yeah, that ruined this.
Alright, there's the throw. Nice sequence here from Rat. Not going to be able to score the wall break, though. Cheryo making sure that the burst comes out to prevent that. Oh, no, you're dead.
So dead. You're so dead.
Wrap it up.
Oh, man. The Goldlewis lifestyle.
Oh, the glass is going to break. Ah!
Of course. Wow. Send it to the heavens. A little unfortunate, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Cheryo takes the round, takes the game. Almost here. Dude, on the Behemoth starter, you have to burst.
Yeah, you cannot allow him to get that much of a lead, but I think this might be it. Off the wall, gets the confirm, wall splat, there it is. Cheryo with the 3-0, closing things out with a perfect.
And they were just trading perfects back and forth, which I feel like is just kind of the lifeblood of that matchup between the two, right?
Now
they
we want to spotlight some players who have won more than 2 times, who have won their fair share of Guilty Gear Strive tournaments over these 100 weeks. And the first one we're going to showcase is Razzo.
Absolutely, Razzo. 3 tournament wins in the top 7 for wins. Rocking most of those wins, obviously, with Leo doing an amazing job top to bottom with that. But the Giovanna has been kind of crazy lately. So I'm excited to see how things continue to progress for Razzo's qualifier. Okay.
All right.
So
wow.
We are like actually closing exactly in onto top 48.
Yeah, this has been crazy so far already. But we're going to give it a little Eno versus a Bridget action here. I love Eno.
I hate her so much. I hate her so much.
She's so cool.
She's not.
But she is. And here we go.
There you go, very nice. And that knockdown right off the start. Able to low crush the 2S attempt as well.
Yeah, just keeping that pressure on. This is going to be a little bit difficult here for Ticklememour, right? Having to figure out how to escape from the pressure of Bridget is going to be one of the big parts of this matchup.
Okay, sets up the yo-yo. Touch will confirm, but the 6 PM response.
Oh, but just sending out the killing machine there to lock down neutral. There's the wire seat from Ticklememour.
Double overhead.
Oh,
Dude, that was a genius deflect shield there.
actually was, but still gonna get caught up. Pressure is not over yet.
Oh, and the meaty note is able enough to win the day. Very smart.
Chat, I want to ask you, because I've been playing Guilty Gear forever, and any time the note goes down to my feet, I always crouch block. I know it's not a low, but there's something scary about it.
That's Mario Kart blocking, where you're like just
Does that happen to you
You're
too,
going
Chat?
where the thing is going? Yeah, absolutely.
There we go, sending out the killing machine again. Oh, nice 6P. Tries to go for the stroke to big tree, but an even better backdash there from Fat to avoid it altogether.
Dude, and then being able to recall yourself to the yo-yo closes the distance and is able to close the round. So full burst off the table for both players here. Dive action here gets all the way to the corner off of that one. And Stroke ends up getting the wall stick. Half your life off the table here. Eno working overtime right now. Even on the just block there on the Stroke, it's not enough to stop the pressure.
Yeah, and the instant overhead immediately into the Fortissimo. Even if that actually didn't hit, that was going to be such a plus situation there for Ticklememour in the corner. All right, so taking game number 1. Nice stuff to see here. Let's see how Fat is going to answer back. Started off really strong in that first round, right? Putting the pressure onto Ticklememour. And I really like the way that we are also avoiding the stroke to big trees, just keeping good spacing.
Which is surprising, too, because when I look at this matchup on paper, one of the things that if I was asked to write a Tales of the Tape thing, the first thing I would have talked about is Eno HCL, I feel like. And that just has not really been a factor.
No, not yet. It's been more of that kind of rock, paper, scissors between 5H, stroke to big tree, 2S, and hover dash, right? That's the rock, paper, scissors. And Ronan Healy coming through with a 43 month. Shouts to Big Ronan.
That's the homie, as always. Gets through, gets the punish on the back throw. RC after the note, that is a hell of a block from Fab, but unfortunately you cannot block forever, especially not against Eno. That pressure is ridiculous.
Yeah, and closing out the round there with the Mad Love. Let's see if we can keep the momentum running forward. Tries to go for that 2S at round start. Mad Love again to get the guard break, but this time Fat answers with a gold burst.
Okay, anti-air, close flash. Step back. I like that backdash. That's twice in a row we've seen Stroke versus that situation. The backdash just completely cleaned it up.
Yeah, Fat's just really good at measuring distance altogether in this matchup. He's gonna get a wall break for it as well with the 6H. Stroke hits this time and gonna get a full confirm off of it. Baiting out the DP as well. Huge damage.
Okay. Our knockdown, I mean, it has full burst, has plenty of meter. Eno tries to do something very defensive in the end. Unfortunately, that ends up with blocking the killing machine, and it lives up to the name, a round apiece.
Early burst, doesn't want to allow Ticklememour to get that momentum started. And see, just really trying to do anything to prevent the snowball, letting out that Jefferson Starship as well. Well, there's your BCL. Or HCL, excuse me.
You know, here and there.
Wrong game.
There goes the super, though. Is going to be able to get the push through. This is another tough situation for Fat.
What? You thought?
That was extremely far away.
I feel like it had to have hit the startup of 5H. That is exactly what happened.
I know it did, but I'm still not happy.
But being ready for the conversion afterwards is actually the more impressive part.
Oh, yeah, of course. Listen, that's me holding in my Eno hater. I told you. I let off. First pitch, I told you.
Oh, this character's sick. She just gets cooler and cooler every game.
Just
Duel 1.
Back to it again, though. Fat. I mean, there's been moments of glory. There have truly been moments of glory. It's been very, very close in a lot of different situations here. Tickle has just been a step ahead, a pixel ahead of different situations. Pull out of the corner with the yo-yo. It does not help too much. Counter hit with the stroke is going to get a full confirm. Ooh. Jesus.
Coast to coast, Shane McMahon. There's the wall break with the fortissimo for the hard knockdown.
Okay, scooter action. Too far, though, and what a counter poke. Recognizing it was going to be too far, pushing 2S in the perfect place. Oh no, but getting that throw and going for the forward throw, unfortunately, kind of mitigates some of that advantage you were able to grind out in that spot. Doesn't matter in the end, though.
Oh!
Gets the command throw. Dude, the jump scare.
Yep, sneaking in the rock the baby there. Bridget players have to use it sparingly. Not the best command grab in the game, but
it's the
effective.
Best command throw in the game. It always hits.
Here we go, wall break with the wild assault. Chunk of damage on there as well. Just goes for double overheads, gonna connect. Should be able to get the kill here. Wall breaking fortissimo, and it's just enough.
Oh my god, finally 2H ends up paying off. I feel like we've seen that normal just not quite find the mark a couple times in a row, but now with the huge reward, the corner pressure continues.
And scoring that counter hit. Here we go into the Star Platinum. Okay, Gold Burst, chance. No, but the Mad Love knocks to the other side. Whoa, what an interaction.
What?
Bro, we are letting these supers rip. Crazy interactions, beating out the YRC, beating out the DP, baits out the burst. It Ticklememour steals it away. 3-0.
Dude. The last 25 seconds of that was such a mess.
Man, slapping metal in this case, all right? Metal coffins here, slapping meat. With the birthday train playing, it can't get any better than this. This is peak Guilty Gear.
This is going to be RedIamNot facing off against Bigbootyman, so definitely two of the best to do it. Two of the strongest representatives of the character coming out. And Red is one of those players that represents how I feel like you should be using White Wild Assault. Uses it aggressively and often.
And so far, RedIamNot, the Red Hawks.
Forward, is able to get the rising JK to be able to secure the kill. Taking almost no damage to go through that one.
Absolutely not. Turn off screen shake, no. And there it is, meaty close slash hits with the counter hit.
Albert transformed into Giga Chat for a split second. They said no.
Here we go. Bigbootyman trying to fight back, sends out the drone, jumps to the other side. Great backdash though from RedIamNot to avoid the Behemoth Typhoon, but now the situation has been swapped.
Oh, and that delay, maybe an execution error there, leaving a little too much room. Red gets the better of it, gets out of the corner, and secures a kill for the trouble.
Yeah, remember, RedIamNot with an incredible performance over at DreamHack. The last standing Goldlewis.
Yeah, in a crazy bracket that again we did some bracket research on that one, and that had of the top 16 4 Goldlewises.
Yeah, it was kind of nutty, kind of nutty. And if
4 Goldlewises and a Potemkin, I believe.
Yeah, there was a possibility that it was going to be mostly big boys in that top 8. It didn't come to fruition.
It could have been 5 White Wild Assaults.
That would have been crazy
in that top 8. Back to it again. Jumps the White Wild Assault with the throw, ends up getting it there anyways. The punish on the back throw.
All right, sends out the drone. Hold down neutral, my child.
This was crazy.
There it is, White Wild Assault. Let me out of the corner. But both of them trading. Bro, they are swigging.
It's just Red says Red Hawk, please.
We got Red Hawk and Orange Hawk, bro.
I hate it so much.
What's your flavor?
Oh, the jump in is clean. Overhead attempt, tries to go for the second one. Nice backdash, but White Wild Assault again is the answer.
I like that check with the 2P as well. One of Goldlewis's best buttons just to check the opponent being a little too aggressive. Just plus frames after plus frames. Fades out the deflect shield and is up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's deflect shield, whether it's white wild assault, it's pretty common, I think, in this stage of the game to expect something from the Goldlewis in that spot. So a nice little wait, a good answer. Strong stuff.
Remember, they may not allow us to throw burst in this game, but you can throw deflect shield. It's
True.
the closest we can get, all right?
That's all we got. Dude.
Here we go, hopping right back on the sticks. Gonna keep this big boy match going.
The 2-1. Oh my, we're gonna.
The swap? Bigbootyman with the Johnny?
I've not seen the Big Booty Johnny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is this skinny Goldlewis?
Duel 1.
Well, let's see. I'm interested. I'm always excited to see Johnny throws the very first Behemoth Typhoon, sends out the card.
Okay, bursting through, sets out the card once again. Mistfinder and dashes forward on the Mistfinder. I like that.
And there's a taste of your own medicine. Goes for the PRC. Close slash is going to hit, and this change is already working out very well. Uh-oh, but dashes right into the Behemoth Typhoon, and everything could go south here. Johnny doesn't have a true reversal without spending meter.
Boy, ends up finding the low. That's crazy. Fat max security for the pineapples.
He tried to fuzzy block that as well. You see him trying to fuzzy block. He goes for the Joker trick, but it's not going to work out. The drone picks up with the 5P, and that's the round. Set point now for RedIamNot.
And that was after a huge start from Bigbootyman himself. Doesn't quite find it. The just block to push away. When I'm talking about white wall, it's all this is what I'm talking about.
No help.
There's no help.
Yeah, on the flip side here, RedIamNot, a enjoyer of the white wild assault, sending him through the wall here back to neutral. Far slash is going to beat out the 6K, and there it is. And that 6K was a pretty decent, round start option for Bigbootyman, but just not going to work out this time. Celebrating some of our champions. You already saw Razzo before. I believe it was in 7th place for most wins. Well, coming up after them is SQ. SQ with 4 different tournament wins, number 6 in the list. Keeping it locked down with Ramlethal Valentine.
Really,
this is the Twitter match.
Someone said it before. Someone said fly versus fly spotter. This is the rocket-powered fly spotter versus the fly. It can be a little unfortunate when Millia does get caught, but as the most important thing, more important than the mix for Millia is to be hard to catch.
Yeah, well, here's the burst early on, right? Umisho doesn't want to allow Walter to get that momentum started, get that mix-up running as Millia. Again, remember, we talk about it all the time. You have to figure out a way to keep Millia grounded. So far, Umisho staying on the ground, just trying to go for that 5K as a bit of an anti-air.
Work out, 2B2B. Listen, backdash is finding a lot of 2K2D, but there we go. Is able to use that DP to break out of the pressure, finds the revolver all the way to the wall.
Bursts out. Double jump over the gunflame, immediately backdashes in the air too, doesn't want to deal with the DP coming up.
And SCP for gold is just so unbelievably safe from those ranges there. In a lot of situations, if your opponent's very high in the air and you think they might take a risk and dash towards you, SDP feels pretty safe to just do just in case.
Oh yeah, yeah. Soul's DP has always been so difficult to punish. Even when you block it grounded, it's hard to punish in a lot of cases. But here we go. You see Umisho just slow and steady, trying to gain ground here on Walter. Again, looking for that right opportunity, the gap in the armor like I mentioned earlier.
Okay, same side. Much for it. RC into the double overhead. Tries to go for low Capel. DP straight out of it.
Yeah, I was able to take the corner for a short situation there, but not able to capitalize on it. This time tries to chase up, but Capel is able to hit her out.
Okay. That meter, 5K counter hit. Yeah, absolutely great press.
Yeah, unfortunately already committed to the 2D. 6K actually going to beat out the DP there. Interesting.
We're just going to go straight into Revolver. Matches the 5K on the landing after the Revolver here and has 50 meter. This is a big opportunity.
The thing about this round so far is there really hasn't been a lot of large confirms. This is the first big one. Never mind. That was the first big one we were going to see, but it was dropped here. It's all been small hits adding up. DP connects. And the run-up throw is going to do it.
Never had a good opportunity to spend the burst there from Walter. A little unfortunate. I mean, that's just kind of the way that Umisho was structuring pressure, right? Against Soul, it feels like a lot of the times he's plus enough to where if you're spending burst in situations where you've, once you've had time to assess the threat levels of what Soul is putting on you, it generally is already too late to burst, which is one of the hardest things I feel like against him, at least on like the blocking front.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And no, Millia does not have her Season 3 move yet. She has not received it.
No, keep it away.
Give her Secret Garden back. And Bandicoot's coming through with the sub. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who's been coming through supporting the channel tonight for TNS 100. Thank you very, very much.
Hate to break to you, chat. You're never getting hairpin.
Yeah, please, God. Keep it away. No pin, no win? Yeah, no. I'll take that. Fell, gets to jump over, gets the Lush Shaker, and I like that backdash after a 2, recognizing Umisho knows there's going to be a hole to press there.
Right, yep, gets the 2H afterwards, gonna break things with the hair car. That's not a hard knockdown though, which means you're back to neutral here against Umisho. And there it is, DPRC, why not?
Dude, and the standing heavy, good chunk of the life bar off the table. Jump back S, doing our best Kai impression there.
Oh, but speaking of chasing up to the skies there, nice stuff from Walter. That was scary, challenging the Bandit Bringer.
I respect it. I have to respect it.
Lush Shaker, Fast RC trying to get that overhead in. Any stray hit will close out the round here, but Walter needs to find it. And no, the counter hit, so tragic.
Able to get the press there. Umisho always able to apply so much pressure. Double standing K. The knockdown here. Wild assault to get the full break into the hard knockdown. On that poke, RC just close the distance. Blocks the TK bad move. Blocks everything on the overhead. Gets the punish.
Yeah, able to brawl out of the corner. Sent right back in though, thanks to that Capel. Still stuck in dire straits. Crosses to the other side, taking the corner. Look at the defense here from Umisho, but can we escape? There it is. 2S hits its mark.
Gonna full confirm off of it. Still okay. Last up close slash. The overhead is dealt with. Goes for the double back. That's to try and reset things. Capel doesn't get much.
Still anyone's round. The Wild Assault pulling out the burst. It baits it out with the RC. Umisho up 2-0.
And just built enough meter to be able to bait that out. That is so sick. Oh, God. I mean, that's just one of those ones where that's just the natural progression of your combo. You go for the RC there just because you're baiting the burst. You need it anyways to be able to get the potential for the wall stick. That's hard.
And the classic is, if you have meter and it'll kill, spend it. There's no reason not to, right?
Yep.
It not only does the red RC act as a natural burst bait, if you don't see the hit, you know the burst is coming, but it just allows you to confirm the combo easily.
Attempt the poke, not gonna work out. Knockdown this time though. So party time starts, but it ends pretty quickly. Everybody gets sent home pretty decently early there.
S-Disc is going to hit its mark, though. Acting as a bit of a fireball. Well, what a counter poke there with the bar slash. Still a good button. And 2S has been putting in a lot of work as well for Umisho, right? As a grounded poke. There's the Wild Assault into the RC. Don't spend the burst. Don't be a hero.
That was Ninja coming through, by the way, with the subscription, with the Prime. Thank you very much.
Look. This matchup right here that we're seeing is a pretty good test case for the fact that Guilty Gear does have footsies, okay? Because Umisho has been getting a ton of whiff punishes, a ton of counter pokes here.
Capel cornered yourself, though. Yeah, had to go for something to be able to get out. A little unfortunate, but you know, not punished, so it's okay.
Tries to go for that 5K also. Nice with the IAD back, JS. Doesn't get anything off of it, though. It's just a little too high.
Gets the counter hit with 2K2D. Bad Moon. A nightmare of a mix-up to have to block there, but the empty low always finds its mark for Soul.
And we had already gone for that same mix-up last time, but we went for the overhead option, the multi hitting JP over and over and over, right? This time, opting for the low, and it's going to work out. Wild Assault. Hard knockdown is huge, goes for the double mix-up, but isn't able to confirm off of the hit.
Ends up bursting, ends up using the YRC. Jesus, dude. Umisho showing off the defensive prowess with the mechanics.
Interesting matchup too, because I feel like it's difficult for Ino to get in on Testament, right? The Grave Reapers cover the ground, meaning that kind of neutralizes Stroke the Big Tree. The angle that we can throw Unholy Diver at is going to prevent her from air dashing in. Look at that.
And you saw one of the early options you're going to see coming out from Ino is if she can close the distance close enough, HCL can be fairly effective, but that's a big if. It's if you can make it close enough for it to be in an effective range, or if you can just kind of handle defense on your own. The burst is going to push Testament away for sure, and continues to be locked down by the super.
Kshu, here we go, pushing Testament all the way to the other corner, gets the overhead. Empty dash throw into the overhead, and this is what is so devastating about Ino's mix-up, is that she just alternates so fast between overhead, low, throw, that you just don't have time to react. It's all a guess.
Yeah, the hover dash, the blessing and the curse of the hover dash.
Exactly.
Because now you're full screen, and that hover dash is kind of a liability, especially against a character like Testament who can destroy you for awkward and predictable paths of approach. But this time it's not going to be the case. Ino closes the distance, finds a couple touches, not enough to kill, but still Testament, not really much to do to get out of the corner. That is the game off a perfect.
Yeah, the flip side here is we talk about how Testament can keep Ino out, the good tools for that. But once Ino gets in, Testament's a slow character with slow buttons and no reversal. So it's the classic matchup, right? The zoner versus the rushdown character.
I was gonna say, it's like the most third grade way to describe it, but it's just like Testament is winning until they're losing. And it's just, I don't know how to, if you don't understand that, I don't know how to explain it better.
If you are 2 to 3 character lengths away from Testament, Testament's winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Testament is right next to you, Testament's losing.
You've done it. Oh, but there we go, that dash over again. I want to see a little more 6P coming out. I get double charge fireball, that pressure up, ends up having to spend the burst.
I like the Arbiter sign there too to challenge the note.
Poke into an even bigger super. This is going to break the wall. The damage is going to be massive as well.
It gets the Arbiter sign meaty there at the round start, able to close out the round. Very nice stuff. That's the kind of rounds you want to see from Testament.
IG back, and the fireball beats HCL completely clean. Stain state applied, easily kind of disrupted here. Kshu, better once again, knocked down in the corner.
Charge, red wild assault. Man, that was a bit of a delay after that JD2, able to connect, but misses the 6H that time.
Oh my god.
Bro, the dive fast RC instant overhead. It is just so gnarly to block against this character.
Gonna fall off the dash afterwards, ends up having to spend the burst here. And 5P, I really want to see 6P in spots like that. It is a little more committal, but I think overall, again, we talked about it before, Testament 6P is unmatched in situations just like that.
Fortissimo still not enough to kill, but this is a very difficult situation to be in, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and is going to get clipped by the JH. Kshu up 2-0 now. We did see some signs of life, though. That first round in game number 2 was massive for Testament, right? Able to really just put the pain onto Ino, and that's exactly what we need to see more of. Testament is all about controlling the flow of the match, trying to keep the opponent at certain positions on the screen to go for things like Arbiter Sign and get the pickups afterwards.
Feels like just actually getting the opportunity to be at those ranges to make those things work just hasn't really been not even just like easy. It almost felt impossible the way the Kshu's kind of moved.
I mean, yeah, Kshu is utilizing that hover dash to the best possible ability.
Oh, but that is a great way to start there. That little shimmy backwards to bait out the 2S. Okay.
Tries to go for that 2H there.
Armor sign again in the middle at that point. Goes for the jump over, finds the counter hit and a knockdown because of it here. Kshu gonna cash this out into almost a wall break. Next hit might actually kill depending on the health of the wall.
Wow, and it does there. Just squeezing out enough damage with that extra damage from the wall break.
Good ball up into the corner, gets the throw. Flex Shield does buy you some room, but unfortunately, not going to buy you quite enough here. Kshu is able to close the distance a little bit.
Sends out the Grave Reaper into the armor sign immediately. And you know what? We'll take that trade as a Testament player, right? Back to full screen. But utilizing the note to force an interaction there and catching with the stroke the big tree. Kshu, what a performance. 3-0.
Yeah, I see the I love watching people talk about what they were betting on. Champions coming in at number 5 for the most wins at TNS is actually Test Your Luck, who was a dominant force early on in the life of the game, was playing a very oppressive style of Nagoriyuki for a very long time.
Yep.
As we saw in the earlier stages here. But getting it started right away, dash 5K into the throw, all the way to the corner now.
But RedIamNot got the birthday train on his side. Here we go. Look at the pressure coming up. BRC backdash into nothing, but it was scary nonetheless. Tries to go for the throw option, but had the BRC to cover the whiff.
And just no room to breathe here. Tries to go for the hop over, does find the knockdown, but it's not enough to do anything reasonable. The DP might have even chipped at that point.
Yeah, and look at that. There we go. Already going for those whiff punishes. 5K, dashing 5K is so strong. Even if it's not going to punish, you're going to be forced to block if you whip those Behemoth type moves. JD with the delay a little bit, goes for the white wall assault, hits its mark, and puts Daze into the corner.
Jump, keeps that pressure going, is going to break the wall here. The glasses are shattered, and Daze just barely alive.
Hell yeah. Oh, but wakes up with the 5P, no fear, dashes in for the throw, gets the pickup here off the enhanced cross-up.
A universal truth in fighting games. The second the amount you respect a big body and the amount they expect you to respect them intertwine, you're dead.
Absolutely.
So I like that wake up 5P.
Look at nullifies. Says you spend 50 burst, I'll spend it right back to be right on top of you. But now, stuck in the corner here, you see the shimmies coming out from Daze. Gets the plus frames off of the spiral arrow.
Has meter. There's up a lot of room on that, goes for dash forward, ends up finding the cross up there.
In that sequence right there, pre-patch would have been so much more difficult to make happen for Daze, right? Giovanna getting the buff of simplifying the follow-ups from her command dash is huge for sequences like that for this character. No longer do you have to kind of break your hands doing these motions. You do the motion, you press a button, and then you get the follow-up.
Powerful.
I mean, it makes a world of difference.
It really does.
It makes this character so much stronger when you just get those easy inputs like that.
Yeah, consistency. People definitely underrate things like that. QOLs that like help consistency for sure. I 100% agree there. I mean, with a strong start from Daze already. Keep that momentum up. Red gonna go for the jab. It does get the trade. Jumping comes through, but we dash back and then we dash forward into the 6P.
And Bielsen coming through with the prime sub, as well as Saki Sakura coming through with the raid. Hope your stream went well.
Yeah, huge shouts to both of you. Thank you very, very much.
Uh-oh, there's the mortal counter on the 5H.
Knockdown. Wild assault. Definitely big. Ooh, okay. just block there to buy you some room, but unfortunately it's not going to buy you nearly enough room. Giovanna, one IBFD is not a safe amount of space.
White Wild Assault round start there. Wow, but the challenge against the Behemoth Typhoon with the throw. Hella plus frames with that guard crush.
Blackbeat there. Built that 50-meter right now with the positive bonus. Oh, but the 6P, big opportunity for a turnaround here, but we're just going to back that straight out of dodge. Goes for the jump over, and the same sequence, but this time the super hits.
Yep, goes for the RC as well. We want to get a wall break. And it's enough to get the kill. Doesn't even need the wall splat. Beautiful stuff there from Daze. Up 2-0 now here against RedIamNot. You can see why this can be a very difficult matchup for Goldlewis, right? It's like fighting, like I mentioned, it's kind of like fighting Chipp, except Chipp is way more tankier and has way more plus frames.
I want to see a music swap. Speed things up. We need some energy. Well, I do love the train.
The train is nice.
I do love the train.
Man.
Hell yeah.
We're keeping it consistent. Had to do it.
I want to see RedIamNot at TNS 9 karaoke.
Okay. Ball doing the throw. Down with the close slash, keeping that pressure up. Finds the counter hit one after another. The burst ends up having to be forced.
JD comes out, hits the mark here, but isn't able to get a follow-up. Also shouts to Marvello coming through with the raid. Thank you.
My king. Hope you had a good stream.
We're churning. We're churning.
Not enough to kill, luckily, but still, with life totals, here comes the super.
They're trying to even things up. Mostly getting that corner pressure. One super and a block spiral arrow, and just like that, RedIamNot is in a dangerous position.
White Wild Assault so smart there. Deflect shield. Red is one of the best players I've seen at leaving gap for deflect shield and getting punished from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have to be as Goldlewis because it will push you out. Ever since they buffed deflect shield to push out to a set distance, no matter what touches it, it has become such a good option now. Really, barely anyone was using it until then. Alright, tries to get the 6P, not going to work. DP is blocked. Nice challenge there. Gets the crossover to the other side and goes to the setup. Beautiful sequence. We're churning again.
And that is going to be enough for the guaranteed damage on the shatter.
Bro.
The churn matters.
Did you see that screen shake there at the end? Good lord. But now RedIamNot getting 1 point on the board here up against Daze.
See, chat knew. We're putting it on the board. I feel like it would be, we should get like a scoreboard like that's on there, but like hang it behind. That would be sick, actually.
What if we just get a dry erase board in between us
No,
that we
no,
can just turn in?
I want it to be sick and automated. I want production to have to do it. I don't want to have to do anything with it.
You said I'm already doing the easiest job commentary.
Make him do more. Gets the jump over, tries to go for the low. Nice block twice in a row. Unfortunately, you cannot block forever. That's a third of your life, even with good defense.
There we go, PRC, but doesn't go for anything afterwards, trying to bait out the burst, but the burst comes out a little later this time. Gold burst, in fact, for Daze. That positive bonus is going to be huge for a potential comeback here.
Oh my god, the step back is massive. Here comes the super, not only for that extra bit of damage, but for the hard knockdown as well. 50 meters still available for Daze. Jesus, man.
Yeah, not going to burst there. I think there was an argument to burst there, right? You had meters starting to build up. The life lead wasn't that huge, but RedIamNot not wanting to be a hero, wanting to hold on to it for the White Wild Assault to start the next round. We just spent it all.
Oh, okay, 6B, interruption. Close slash, actually catches the interruption as well.
Plus frames there, finally the YRC comes out. Kara Behemoth, yeah, utilizing that deflect shield to push away, but JD, baby, hitting its mark. And RedIamNot trying to take this to a game 5, but it is still set point for Daze.
Oh, but that jump in, definitely an amazing way to start. After the knockdown here, nice blocks. Oh, but you can only say nice block so much. Look at the life total continuing to dwindle. It's only been hit twice. That was 3 hits. The rest of it was just on block. A perfect from RedIamNot.
Dipping into that chip for sure here. Incredible. That is why you cannot just hold back against Goldlewis. You are forced to make something happen. That's another reason why he's so terrifying. I mean, they're completely different characters, but it's a similar idea to, like, Venom, right? Venom, one of his win conditions was chipping you out or taking your meter in the process.
Don't say things to me to make you like Goldlewis there, but I don't want to hear
It's alright, he's cooler than Venom.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, okay.
Gapped him up.
5 p. Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't know you were chill like that. The drone, jumping T. Daze with the burst. Smart.
Still gonna get hit by a counter hit Behemoth Typhoon. Close enough to get the big golf swing. Look at that damage, my god. That Behemoth Typhoon is so devastating. And you see, throwing out the 5Ks as well to try and preemptively catch the spiral arrows, right? Because of that disjointed hitbox with the stomp.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Some things just are not getting easier, especially with the White Wild Assault 2K 2D for the knockdown.
Oh no, and again, Daze in such a scary situation, trying to block for his life, but you're not dead. Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
1 HP left over. The JD is going to do it. RedIamNot with the comeback, ending it with a perfect.
Jeez, Red with the consistency to make that work.
Duel
But from a matchup perspective, at that time, it made a lot of sense, though. I do think Soul is the correct pick now as Happy Chaos changes have come through. But at the time, in context, it made sense.
Yeah, I mean, but through that tournament, Umisho did stick with Soul, right? So the Happy Chaos pick was definitely a surprise. Sticking it out with Soul here in this matchup, in this top 48 winners, able to throw the very first DP attempt.
Backdash, nice use of the DP. That's going to be a really important thing we're going to see in this matchup here. Mashing DP in block strings that you know are kind of fake, and if the clash comes through, you can either just DP again, or you can just hold the FD, so it's like shockingly low-risk DP situations.
Absolutely. Oh, that was actually almost a really scary situation, right? When you get caught blocking Behemoth Typhoon in the air, if Goldlewis has the mirror to RC4, you can kind of get stuck there for a long time eating all that chip.
Especially with nuclear flash.
Yeah.
No follow-up. Pressure jumps over, but the vortex goes underneath the pineapple, circumvents all of it.
And there it is. Deflect shield, trying to push out. BRC drift forward. Send out the drones.
Round 1, by the way. Nice jump out of the wild throw!
Oh, and you saw tried to go for the low Behemoth Typhoon, but a beautiful backdash from Umisho, avoiding it altogether, and is going to be able to take that round 1.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
That was an ambitious dash forward and a good block from Umisho. And then an amazing DP is doing such a good job of not letting... That's one of the most important things we preach against Goldlewis. Easier said than done, but you got to be brave for mothers sometimes, man. You have to know where the gaps are, and you have to be willing to press.
This character is such a knowledge check, right? Recognizing which Behemoth Typhoons are the end of his turn, which Behemoth Typhoons are plus on block, where the gaps are. But once you have the knowledge, you have the power. Here we go, YRC trying to put the pressure onto Goldlewis with that Bandit Bringer. There's the JH.
Burst, block, 2K2D. Fafnir continues this pressure into the corner, tries to dash forward to get something aggressive, ends up just finding a 2K for the trouble.
Sound like the double backdash, creating all that space. You have the life lead, don't need to do anything too crazy, especially since Cheryo is sitting on that meter. And that wasn't even crazy, it was just a jump in, but a beautiful check for that 2P. Oh my! No shot, that's guaranteed.
Oh
that is counterplay. She was stuck in the guard break animation.
That's actually great.
Nasty, what a nasty fuzzy.
I do want to show off the stylistic differences as well, though, of how they're dealing with deflect shield. Cheryo goes for the RC in that spot. We saw Red on consistently in White Wild assaulting in that position. So it's interesting to see their back and forth between the two.
I like that we went for the run-up White Wall Assault to call out the DP. Interesting there, but the OTG with the Behemoth Typhoon means that Cheryo is going to take game number 1. Whew.
I appreciate so much how much players are going for reversals these days.
You have to let your opponent know that once you have the meter, or you have a reversal in that case, they have to respect it. It's so valuable to let a DP off early or let a wake up super off early to get that respect and force them to let you wake up for free. You know what I mean?
That maybe completely beat the 2S.
But some people are just unconditionable, you know? And we're just gonna keep going for the meaties no matter what. There's the gold burst coming on through, send out the drone. But Bandit Bringer right over the drone, such a smart decision there. Great ring awareness from Umisho.
I feel like that's one of the most underrated things you can do in fighting games, is become ungovernable. Empty low with the RC. Tyrant Rave for the kill. Umisho, hell of a round.
Let's see if we can tie things up 1-1 here. Both players still with burst on deck. Umisho gets hit. I have to imagine we're going to spend it early. Just to get out of that corner. No. Oh my god, your health bar. First safe route into the White Wall Assault. Just a clean, I don't know, 70% of your health.
I like no burst from Umisho there, though. 'Cause now all of a sudden we're back on our feet. We're in this. The jab does end up getting the punish, but now Umisho, in that situation, comes out of it with the burst still intact.
Oh man, look at the hitbox on that JK. White Wall Assault hits fully charged, which launches into the air.
He beats the pineapple and it hits Goldlewis. Knockdown. Back dashes into the back throw.
And now you have to hold this sequence. Finally, the burst comes out. It is going to be a gold burst, though. And I love the way that we utilize Bandit Revolver, not to hit, but just to gain ground. And there it is, the shimmy. The classic shimmy with Soul. Clean hit, DP, no meter to break the wall, so we go for the Wild Assault instead.
2P, what a press. Has to block it out still. Goal. Okay, just gets the blue burst there. It does get out, which is all that really matters. But now back into the corner. Night Raid Vortex in reaction to a jump.
And that was Night Raid Vortex, as Umisho knew that if I go for this, I'm going to build up the meter in time just from the forward movement, right? So was able to keep herself safe on top of that. Incredible decision making. This is why Umisho is one of the best in the world with Soul. It's just her awareness of meter, her awareness of the space around her, where the corner is, where the gaps are, and just the willingness to always DP.
MFCR was ahead of his time.
I'll
say it.
Let's rock.
Okay, trying to get the jump over. Does find the knockdown at the start. Okay, hop over. Does actually get the full conversion this time, but again, the knockdown. Drone just keeps applying the pressure, but there's the STP. I love that for Umisho. More 2K2D and burst in response with the gold burst. But jumping S clears everything, saves the day, the hop over, but now the reversal. Plenty of meter available, a roller coaster of emotions in the round. Cheryo converts it into a victory. Says Wild Assault, base out the throw. Gonna punish it very much so, at least. Half the FD. Throwing 2K2D, the counter punch. Sets up the drone. Tries to go behind it. Right Raid Vortex finds a back throw. Umisho extracting a ton of value out of a weird situation. The back dash comes through, but 5K is a great answer. step back again, but the dash up DP, plenty of meter. Why wouldn't you?
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Around a piece. Wild Salt. Goes to that distance, keeps that pressure up, just hop forward, finds it on the low. Oh, and that knockdown counter hit could have been more, but the DP still breaks out of the corner.
And then there we go, goes for the wall of assault, trying to check there with the lights as well. And now back to this neutral situation. Dash up 2K, hits its mark. Behind the back, it gets the pickup!
And the Wild Assault again for that extra bit of damage, the hard knockdown. Dash up, tried to hesitate there, just to not take one to the face with a DP. It's not gonna work out in the end. Fafnir comes through, half your life off the table, but Umisho's still in danger. And the danger doesn't get any easier, even with that DP.
Oh, the orbital laser puts Umisho into the corner. YRC is blocked, and there it is. A big coffin coming right on your dome. Cheryo takes the lead.
Even with the DP, even with the great answer, it's still Independence Day. You're not stopping it. It's still coming.
Welcome to Earth. Bro, the orbital laser being one of like the best supers in the game was not something I was expecting. It just took time to really develop and figure out, you know, some scary setups with it. Turns out the scary setup with it is just toss it out and start throwing behemoths.
It felt like in the beginning that the way that Goldlewis is able to get value off of an RC forward was so good that the super wasn't worth it. That's how it felt at first,
Yeah.
I feel like.
But
We
now
realized, we were like, wow, this is kind of nasty.
I mean, it's almost like Return of the Killing Machine in a way. It just completely makes them have to play your game. Locks down neutral altogether. Here we go, run up DP, no fear, but the backdash into the throw, set up the drone.
Block.
The VRC banded? That was interesting.
Yeah, knowing it was going to be on the slowdown there, I like that actually. 60 animals coming through. Kind of best. Hey, listen, man, kind of pretty cool. Appreciate
Who's
it,
cooler though? Goldlewis.
So, still applying so much pressure. Does find the hit. It's just a knockdown. Not too much to show for it. The DP, the response from Umisho, YRC to break out the trade between the two. They are brawling.
Oh, that was a nice double jump though to avoid landing on the drone. And now Umisho has Cheryo up against the wall, but the run up throw there from Cheryo is going to put him at set point. Umisho's still not out of this yet though. We've seen plenty of comebacks. Remember, when these two faced each other at CEO Toss, Umisho is the one who came out on top in this matchup. Oh, spiked down.
Straight down to the earth. That should deal extra damage. White Wild Assault still not enough. Umisho not out of it yet. Okay.
And there's the YRC. Oh, you saw the run-up FD break was trying to fake out the throw attempt. There's the DP. Umisho on her last legs. But not out of it yet. Still fighting.
One counterpunch though, 1-2P. Anything at this point will do it. Goes for the jump back. Is able to be super non-committal in that spot and get the swing. Cheryo headed even farther forward, maintaining winner's side.
Bros, now you can get your prayers out because the next player we are going to talk about is Danny, coming in fourth with the most tournament wins in TNS and Guilty Gear Strive, 5 to be exact. The Kai main himself really kind of putting Kai on the map, I want to say.
Shout out to Danny, man.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely killing it. But speaking of Kai, King Kai Kisuke, Scambolini is coming up again here in our top 48 loser side with Scambolini up against SQ, another player that we just talked about earlier. Of course, rocking Ramlethal Valentine here.
Okay. Spending the burst. I feel like this matchup went back to being a little annoying for Kai. With the introduction of Rock and with 5S not just being the be-all, end-all poke, now you have to play a little more normal against Ram, which just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. And wow, immediately going for the Motabato there. Just as a challenge, and that's kind of what we were talking about before. You gotta just let your opponent know that you're willing to do it. Now, the thought of any gap being supered is gonna be in the back of Scambolini's mind, whether he likes it or not.
I mean, that is just like one of the inevitabilities of this game, though, especially with Ram. 100 meter, I'm going to do it every time. Mortal every single time. Nothing you can do about it.
Here we go. Nice DP. Goes for the 5K, trying to get that throw. I love the super jump out. Not even coming down with a button, just wanting to disengage, get out of that situation altogether.
Okay, chucks the sword. Is able to keep the lockdown because of it. Taps the dust, and the sword is able to convert. There we go. The laser cut through the guts. Recall your weapons. Definitely smart.
Taking the life leader. Whoa, that wake up BRC was kind of gnarly there from Scambolini. Gonna be able to close out the round with a nice combination.
Fit in the elbow just because. Straight into the wild assault. Nice backdash there. Delays just long enough to make sure you're able to get away from that frame trap.
Beautiful, just jumping right over this sword, able to actually get in a little bit with the JS, but now you're still backed up against the wall. Bro, what special move are they going to give Kai?
Honestly, just give him a Ramlethal rock as well. I'm down. There you go. Dude, the anti-air 5S, such a rewarding and normal to connect. Goes straight into the laser.
Taking a ton of chunk out of your life bar. A huge chunk out of your life bar, I should say. Goes for the heavy stun edge just to hold down the neutral a little bit. 6P did work, but there's the gold burst from SQ. Windshield wipers, your life is forfeit.
Another one of those inevitabilities. 100 meter and you're within range of the wipers? Yeah, we're going to find out.
So you see, I would say Greed Sever, but it would look a little too close to Fudrayarch, and that would be kind of nasty. I say, you know what? I say give him back the grinders.
No. No.
Yo, hear me out.
I'm a Kai fan too. No. He doesn't need it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh my god, right off the start. DP's also, dude, ambitious, respectable, but unfortunately not on the mark.
Yeah, no, gonna pay dearly for that decision as well. And here we go with another gamma ray.
8-way air dash. There you go. I'm down.
Only in Dragon Install.
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, Dragon Install, refill him to half health. I'm down.
I agree with that. I mean, he could have used the health right there. SQ coming through with the perfect.
I don't know if more health, but I helped in that spot. SQ looking so damn consistent. The 5K to the double sword throw is able to retain all of the weapons and break the wall with the wild assault.
Yeah, and again, half your health down just like that off of one bad interaction. Goes for the burst this time right as the sword explodes. But now you need to figure out a way to challenge SQ with 100 meter and nearly full burst.
You have to know. Every knockdown, if you knock down SQ, and she has 100 meter, whatever you do has to be safe to Mortal Botto.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Scambolini was trying to bait out with the forward jump. Just didn't realize that the hitbox was going to hit that high up. I'm pretty sure we were attempting to jump over it.
Maybe. Because that is, Mortal Botto has a impressive hitbox.
It's an impressive super all around.
There was a reason why there was an extended period of time. I still say it from time to time. There's an extended period of time where we just said best super. We didn't even say Mortal Botto.
Like, it still is one of the best supers, to be honest with you.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think about all these moments as we go through Strive 100. Think back to all the good times. Haha. Wild assault very nice. Forces the burst.
Yeah, sniped out of the skies there with the JS, and now you're not going to get sent through the wall. Baits out the DP, so it's going to squeeze some extra damage out of this interaction. All right. Oh, my God, the 2S.
Oh, and we're going to try and be a hero on this one. 6P saves the day, though. No heroes required.
I mean, I get it because nothing is really working right now. And Scambolini is just losing out the gate, right? When it comes to just neutral altogether. Not really able to start running that offense with Kai. Kai is so good at strike throw, being able to just harass your opponent with slow slashes, with 2 slashes, with far slashes, but we're not getting there. We're playing defense the entire game.
Which in Strive, not super fun.
All right, finally, here we go. Able to get a stun dipper. Full confirm to the corner. Gonna go for the wall break, actually. Wants to get that positive bonus. I respect that. Ram is sitting on 100 meter. You need to try and even that up.
Okay.
Ride the lightning. Doesn't even need it. Sacred Edge will close out the round. Great response there from Scambolini. And going for a couple of hits afterwards, just for good measure.
Momentum, momentum. There we go, follow up, forces the burst out. Burst on the table for both players. Now the Rock is able to get an amazing confirm and is able to get the close slash afterwards from bad to worse. Here comes the super.
Hard knockdown. What's Scambolini gonna do? Tries to go for the Hail Mary DP and doesn't get the opportunity to burst there. SQ closing it out 3-0.
And the train continues to roll. Top 8 winners inside. Immediately goes in for the White Wild Assault after the knockdown here.
Yeah, the Kshu putting on a great performance earlier with Eno here. And this is a matchup that I think is actually really difficult for Eno. Just honestly, I think it's always been pretty bad for her. The fact that 2P basically answers most of her pressure. And so, like, she can't really fly in either with the Wild Assaults being thrown. Not the Wild Assaults, excuse me. Yes, the Wild Assaults, but the Behemoth Typhoons being thrown around. But there you go. There's the example with 2P.
And just other, like, awkward, like, interactions. If you're full screen and he has max security, Skyfish is incredible. You sometimes can just set out the drone in response to a note. HCL is a pretty good option, but if it gets read out at certain ranges, you can just actually die for it.
Yeah, and 5K can challenge Stroke the Big Tree, right? Because it has that bit of a disjointed hitbox on it. So if you're relying too much on that, he's just going to stomp it out. Oh, the BRC backwards! So slow with that JD!
Oh, man. And the follow-up to take the kill. And that's the important thing to remember about this matchup, too, is while it is probably a tough Eno matchup, she's more than capable.
Absolutely.
It's just, it's hard work.
I think it's way worse now. White Wall Assault makes it way worse because Goldlewis has a get-off-me option that's invincible and allows him to immediately take the wheel, right? Take the driver's seat.
I don't know that there are any matchups that I would call, like, unwinnable, like a switch or have another character. Are there any of those in the game right now?
I don't think so.
What's a matchup that's so bad you need to switch?
I don't think at this point any. I think the addition of Wild Assault definitely helps with some of those really bad matchups. You remember the memes of when Goldlewis first released all the Axel clips of 5P, 5P? Hey, you say Elphelt? Oh, Elphelt Leo.
Bridget Potemkin, there you go. Yeah, no, I agree. Switch. That matchup was terrible. I 100% agree. I forgot about that, too. Gets the low. Yeah, this is what we're talking about for the follow-ups here. Kshu doing a good job, but unfortunately now a little bit on the back foot.
Yeah, the thing is that Behemoth Typhoon is the great equalizer along with the White Wild Assault. Kshu dominating early on in that round, but losing in one interaction allows RedIamNot to immediately take the lead.
It's a testament versus my enjoyment of the drive.
That's crazy.
You gotta relax. Jump over to 6P. I love the animation of 6P as much as I'm an eater.
Shouts to that guy who got the tattoo with the 6P hitbox.
Dude, it's so sick. I love that.
Again, Kshu once again taking control earlier on in the round, but let's see if we can maintain that. Back is up against the wall. The problem is if you get hit once, I mean, hell, even if you don't get hit, look at this.
Oh, but there, knowing where the gap is able to use the super to be able to break out. Still not enough to kill, though.
Very nice. Oh, able to block the White Wild Assault there, but still plus frames available for RedIamNot. Just taking away all this health with Chipp damage. Gets the counter hit close slash. Opts not to go for any follow-up except for just setting the drone. brother.
Dude, help me! Okay, there we go.
We got a pixel left, though. Oh, the back dash just narrowly avoiding the Behemoth Typhoon. You have to make something happen, Kshu.
Look at the security, though. I was going to say, with the security like that, even if you're able to get some distance, if he sets up the pineapple, if he pulls out Skyfish, there is so much chip damage in your future.
Look, people are asking why is Goldlewis like this now. I'm pretty sure one of the like lead developers, Goldlewis is his favorite character. Pretty sure. Not saying that's why, all right? I'm not saying that's why. But I'm saying I'd be happy if that's the case. I, for one, enjoy Goldlewis, all right?
Listen, I'm a big fan. You're right. Well,
he is the most Guilty Gear character that's ever Guilty Geared, all right?
He's Cliff.
He kind of is. He does resemble Cliff in some ways.
Okay, jump over. Stroke under the drone. Gold burst just to try and take some momentum. I like this decision a lot. Answers everything?
It's really good in this matchup. It's such a good catch-all tool. It's a Swiss Army knife of buttons for this matchup.
Oh my god, the rising JK as well. Both knees down for the fuzzy.
There we go, 5K stepping on her toes. And just like that, RedIamNot is now at set point. Kshu really is just having a difficult time navigating defense here. When we get offense going, we do really well. We take a ton of life away from RedIamNot, but RedIamNot just has to guess right one time.
Okay, super break, hard knockdown. How you gonna spend it? With the hover dash in, 2P wins the day again. Okay. Yep, the RC is going to be able to close out the round here. Very smart. Just take what you can get.
Y'all just wait till they put Slayer in the game and give him White Wild Assault, all right? It's over for all y'all.
He's going to be blue. Shut up.
He is going to be blue, you're right?
If he gets white, I'm good. Nice. 6P once again.
Oh, okay, going for the Fortissimo. I like that a lot. Just release some of the pressure, take some damage. This is really good for Kshu. Getting the full jump confirmed, but holding on to the corner. Beautiful decision-making there. And he's going to be able to get a point on the board. It's not over yet.
Yeah, turning things around a little bit at a time. And a lot of it is just like doing a better job of stopping. Red is continuing to just rep 2P at every single turn, whether it's on reversal, whether it's on just every opportunity to be able to stick that elbow out. And we are doing so much of a better job of being able to beat it on wake up and beat it in these weird CQC type of situations. And that was enough to be able to put one whole game on the board. So as Red kind of adapts here and starts to change up how they use 2P, we need to see that we need to see that adaptation in advance coming out from Kshu.
Yeah, I also like the idea of just utilizing the reversal super, right? It's going to reset things, give you some decent damage, get you out of that Behemoth Typhoon pressure. Here we go, trying to utilize the stroke big tree, backing up. What a clash, and utilizes the stroke to get underneath the air Behemoth. That was great awareness there from Kshu.
Chad is going through all the stages of grief at once. Someone just said we should have been kinder to the happy chaos.
No.
Y'all are really going through it right now.
Bargaining. Oh no, the Fortissimo misses. That would have gotten the kill. But there we go. Overhead with the JH is. Someone said 80% White Wall Assault Pile Bunker combos. Look, if Slayer gets in, y'all and I both know one Pile Bunker is breaking the wall, okay? We ain't getting no Pile Bunker combos.
Hey, PRC is smart. Like, kind of beat out the deflect shield. The second Behemoth after the clash. Nice block on the low. Twice in a row, actually.
JD just harassing, able to catch the backdash with the far slash, but unafraid. Kshu charges right back on into the Lion's Den, gets hit with a 6P, and no OTG! Kshu still in this.
Stroke gets completely underneath. Yeah, and is able to get the Wild Salt, saves the meter. This is huge.
Oh, it
Sauce.
gets the counter, the mortal counter off of it. Beautiful stuff from Kshu. We got a game 5.
Sauced. Oh my
That was
God.
sauce, brother.
Wow, the longest wait. I like that.
Just waiting for it to end so we could score that mortal counter. Had all the time to think about it. What do I want to do here?
Dude, 2-2. First game of the top 8. Headed into a game 5. See people bargaining with the all-ins here. You got to be careful. Scared money ain't don't make money. That felt really basic and really cheap at the same time. That super jump over.
That's the thing about Ino. A lot of her basic stuff is strong. She just loops you over and over into these mix-ups. You're going to get the wall break here. Wild Assault. And Kshu rolling with this momentum now, Proxy.
Oh, I like that. Knocked over into the RC. Wild Assault response. Super to break through knowing there's a gap.
Yeah, reversal super is such a good tool. I love that Kshu is starting to lean on it a little bit more. We know that RedIamNot is going to keep the pressure going, and the Behemoth Typhoons all have gaps within them. And now set point.
Okay, break through with the HCL. We have a couple, we have a White Wild Assault built up at this point here in maximum security, but how are we going to get to access them? Look at the meter here from Kshu.
Oh yeah, burst comes out. RedIamNot on his last leg here. Tries to chase in with the JH. Blocks the super this time and gets the punish, but drops it!
No. Oh, but the throws the wild. Okay.
Okay, stole his soul. Oh, you're dead. That's the round.
Should be, absolutely. Here comes the super just because.
Final game, final round, Proxy.
And right away we find the touch. Use the Wild Assault just for that extra corner carry.
I can't believe that 2S actually beat out the 5K.
Dude. And with that touch, all of a sudden one gets
Oh,
to go.
Megalovania!
For the command throw.
Megalovania to close things out. Incredible. What a perfect.
Wow. Kshu. That is a saved it for the whole set. A lot of different games, a lot of diversity. And we wanted to kind of see the genres of our champions. So taking a look at just a short list, obviously not every single person that plays, that has placed in a Strive tournament that plays other games, but kind of a look through some of our champions who are very, very strong players in other games. Obviously,
Here we go, jumping into our next top 8 match here. Letting the intros rock. I love that intro, bro. Because not yet. And we got Johnny. MJ Johnny. Johnny top 8 gaming. This character's not bad. All of you who say that are wrong.
people think Johnny's bad.
Some people do.
Johnny feels like middle of the pack.
I mean, Peppery Johnny just qualified for Arc Revo.
I was gonna say,
That's what I'm saying.
Step back here. Obviously, the size of the normal is pretty effective in this matchup as well. Obviously, one of the things that Goldlewis has struggles against, which granted, White Wild Salt has helped with a ton, but people that kind of outrange him and make him feel like he needs to overextend is one of the biggest weaknesses of the character for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, oh, there's the Joker trick. One of the hardest things about Johnny is the fact that he's kind of committing to his dash. Of course, they did just recently buff him where he can jump out of his dash, right? Which allows him to do some interesting jump cancel Kara stuff, but there really hasn't been too much utility along with that. It's just nice to be able to go for a different option when you go for that dash, not having to be full committal. But you are about to be committed to losing a lot of his life here.
Yeah, I mean, that is my initial take of Johnny. That's the hard thing about him in this game, and I think in other games as well. He just, until you clear the initial plateau of learning to move with him, he feels like he has cement shoes.
Absolutely.
It's really, really hard. He feels like a stick in the mud for sure until you kind of get used to it. At least compared to how zippy some of these other characters are.
There's the burst, immediately into the mist finer so fast.
Wow. A little jump in, couldn't quite get the behemoth though. If that behemoth connects, they end right at your feet, but there's the hard knockdown.
Gets hit with the overhead. I will say though, the stars and the character select are definitely lying. Johnny's a difficult character to play, and he always has been, even in Stride. All right, goes to the back throw this time. Was threatening that guard break.
That was really cute, actually.
Yeah, the air mist finer, or excuse me, air mist dash cancel.
Again, the guard gets going. Again, it's one of the strongest ways for Goldlewis to be able to deal with normal from that type of oppressive range. Just brute force through them.
Oh, we said, I'm tired of these swords, pulling out the gun. But really, the movement here from MJ is what you're seeing. All the best Johnny players have insane movement. They make him look like he moves like butter, even though, like you mentioned, he feels like he has cement shoes.
That's just to the untrained hands. It's me.
That's to the hands who have yet to experience carpal tunnel.
Yeah, I ain't got it like that. But either way, I mean, just the way that the movement is kind of baiting things out, and also has Cheryo playing pretty defensively, even in defensive situations, right? A lot of the times for Goldlewis, the way to deal with defensive situations is big guesses, active defense, press something, go for a big jump, deflect shield. We just haven't seen a lot of that from Cheryo. It's been maybe a little too respectful when we're blocking.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, right? Be willing to brawl a little bit more, but also MJ is staying at pretty safe distances, right? He's staying outside of the 2K and 2P range, which are Goldlewis's go-to pokes to get out of pressure. All right, here we go, able to just block the 6K. Takes to the sky, JS, double dash forward, tries to go for the instant overhead. Also, another thing to know when we talk about difficulty of Johnny, every top level Johnny, fast RC is literally everything. Every single thing they do is fast RC because that is kind of a key part to playing Johnny at a high level, especially with some of these mix-ups and getting these confirmed. But right now, the mix-up is getting hit in the legs while that drone comes out.
Need to be able to stop the jump attempt as well. Fast RC.
Oh no, wow.
Yeah.
He didn't even have any meter, went for the flip in with no meter. That was so risky.
Ooh, okay. He worked out in a pretty decent way there. And the hit, we'll call that a hit spear. Jesus.
He actually went for the jump there too and still wasn't able to bait out the burst. Gets hit with the counter hit close slash this time though. Trying to go for the cross up.
Continues to set the card here. A decent amount of damage, cranking the risk gauge pretty well, but it doesn't get you too much else. Does find the clean hit in the end though.
Yeah, sends out the card as well. Flip in, RC this time. I love that we are using the threat of the guard crush with the card out just to dash in and score those throws.
Uh-oh. This behemoth though, opportunity, dashes over the ID with such a good read.
He didn't go for the red RC there, but still able to catch him with the missed finer, closing out the round.
Oh, okay. Go for the knockdown. Wow, and just mashes backdash. We're so just ready for the commitment there.
Stuff. And playing Johnny is always about thinking a few steps ahead too, right? Especially on your setup. You saw there that MJ got the 2K 2D and went for the far card, knowing that the block stream we were going to do was going to push Cheryo into the range of it for the instant low. Uh-oh, scoops out of the skies. There's the drone, gets caught with the legs, and Cheryo is going to be able to tie things up 1-1.
Which is absolutely absurd when you think about it, because after having watched that, it felt like at almost every single stage of that, MJ was just like in full control. I don't remember Cheryo getting the first round.
Yeah, I honestly thought that MJ was the one who was going to score the air throw there. because Cheryo chased up.
Yeah, that's always a very interesting kind of like dichotomy of how, like, man, I almost said I was about to throw out every single big word I can think of in a row. Kind of like how you deal with like your economy of buttons when you're jumping like that, right? Knowing your opponent has the RC, if you commit to something a little too early, throw goes off the table. So I mean, you kind of set yourself up to play rock paper scissors and commit yourself. Everyone knows you can't throw paper at that point, right? Like,
yeah, for sure. But tried to jump over the drone and got hit with the classic JS. Low comes this time. And are you dead? No, we didn't churn. I think if we churned, you would have been dead.
if we turn, you're dead.
Oh, dash up with the FD break.
Well, overly patient there again. Comes through though. Daze up the card, finds the overhead.
Oh, that was a really interesting setup. Didn't really work out the way that MJ was expecting, but went to utilize, let's call it the Jarate. Went to utilize the Nsenga there to try and catch the tech off the wall. Uh-oh, here comes the laser.
Smart, really smart. So it's 50-meter afterwards as well. Goes for the hop over. Not really much to do there. All you can do is hold FD and pray he doesn't hit you.
I think he actually just got chipped out.
Yeah.
And yes, Johnny's flip card is, I believe, negative. All right, here we go. Goes for the low, sets out the card. Able to get the pickup. Oh, what's his name, chat?
Still alive. Plenty of resources. Max security, max burst. 50-meter YRC. Spends some of it. Drone is attempted. He gets super kicked out of his hands.
The sweet chin music, bro.
Boy's tuning up the band. Does get the hit though. Finds the knockdown off the double behemoth.
Okay, so chat, give me the tech. If he gets it at the lowest possible point, it's -1, so he's still safe.
Wow, you are super dead. Oh my god. No, actually, we don't get the corner.
Yeah, we ended up losing that there. MJ still in this. Never mind. JD comes through. The hands.
I thought for sure it was going to end up with the guaranteed wall damage from the shatter.
That's what I was expecting as well, but I think our close slash was just a little too deep in, so it ended up hitting on the opposite side.
Wow, so with that, Cheryo sneaks out the lead. This feels like a lot of work for both players. It feels like they're both... It really feels like everyone's doing a lot right now. Honestly and truly.
I think MJ definitely has the opportunity here to take it to a Game 5.
Agreed. 100%.
Realistically. He's been playing so incredibly. It's just been a few stray things, right, that have kind of clipped him and allowed Cheryo to run away with some of these victories. Like that.
Pointing it out too. $48 for the top 4 payout. Definitely make sure you're still checking out the Macchiato, guys. Code your claim, but we can still build it up. All your hocus pocus with the cards. Pulls the gun. Pulls that thing. I respect that.
All right, burst comes out just to prevent getting sent through the wall. And that 6K is such an explosive tool as well, right? Can close the gap, really kind of jump scare the opponent. But now we're just harassing from long range, utilizing that card as just a bluff tool. Gotta know when to hold him and know when to fold him, right?
Oh no, negative penalty into the air counter hit. Not the combination you want to see.
2H whiffed!
2H. I cannot believe that whiffed. It looks so much more active than it is.
Yeah, he definitely wanted it to be meaty towards the end, but just put it out a little too early, and now it's set point here for Cheryo.
Knockdown. Jump in. Able to get the answer here. Deflect shield does help out, but the air trade for Goldlewis here. Loses his security though. Tried to go for the drone there, it looked like.
Yeah, and you saw it went for the P misfire to try and get the anti-air. I was expecting a JH or a JD. And PRC, I think you're dead. No. Wall broke a little too early, but this is not a good position now for MJ.
Dude, White Wild assault twice in a row.
Oh,
Here
that's
comes
it.
Super, has the RC.
Yep.
2K will stop the attempt at the dash forward. That's going to be Cheryo. After, man, game one was MJ put on a clinic in the matchup in game one.
Duel 1.
Next match here in top 8, it's going to be Umisho facing off against Rat. Rat off to the races right away to the corner. The DP straight off from Umisho. Trades it back in spades with the amount of damage we're trading out.
This is a matchup that we did get to see a little bit earlier, the Soul versus the Millia. Like you said, Proxy, the Fly versus the Fly Swatter. Let's see how it's all gonna come out here. There's the burst from Umisho after a whiff DP, but Rat sending her right back into the corner.
Yes, chat, an actual spelling bee, an invite-only spelling bee with some very funny FGC content creators, and still a couple more people to get announced for it, so definitely check it out.
They wouldn't let me in because they know I've been free, so.
They wouldn't let me in because they just won't let me in.
Oh, BRC forward, goes for the backdash there. Was expecting Umisho to answer with a DP. And see, that's the thing. Sometimes trying to play around with your opponent's tendencies. Rat knows Umisho is so good at throwing out these DPs. But Umisho's thinking a step ahead, going, I know what you want me to do, and I'm not going to do what you want me to do.
Oh, okay. Wall stick. Charges us. Look for the 2D. For the reach out there, I like you trying to play footsies in a spot like that, but please be careful playing grounded footsies with Soul Bad Guy. Or not, you know, you just win them.
Yeah, get that mix up as well. That was just nothing. Disc into nothing, it worked out. Able to break the wall here, goes for the winger. What a DP. Uh-oh, this is where things could turn real nasty. Rat is sitting on full burst and full meter, though. So definitely has the advantage in a big way.
No, BRC's forward into the hit. That's going to be an RC to take it to the wall.
You are going to die. You are absolutely going to die. There's the BRC again. Umisho utilizing her own to just create some space. Anti-air burst to spend both ways. Oh, the dash up 2P, 6P, S disc.
Whiff punishes Soul 2S. Unreal. What a great answer there from Rat. That's 5K twice in a row. Low compel, obviously a very strong option. Scary against Soul, especially against Umisho, who's been ripping these DPs like crazy.
And Jabali ripping through with the raid. Thank you, Jabali. Hope your stream went well.
Yeah, shouts to CEO Gaming.
CEO signups going live as well pretty soon.
So with the compel, finds it again. Bad Moon, a little too far. Still okay, though. Oh, the RC down.
No
Look at your
shot.
life bar, please.
You better pray to God and be happy that Umisho didn't have 50 meter there. That was... I'll be back.
That's diabolical, dude. You gotta be kidding me.
Dash on in, DP, RC low.
If I was gonna change, I feel like it's just clean hit DP. Just a little less.
Yeah, clean
just
hit
a
DP
little less.
is a bit much. It's a bit much.
It
Just a bit.
just feels like it's so bad. And this is the nerf version. Chat's right.
Hey,
This is the nerfed damage.
Look,
it's so much.
they nerfed damage, but
Okay.
then they also made red RC no longer scale.
Duel 1.
So it just made the
Game
damage
two,
kind
game
of the
two,
same.
Game two. Lost Shaker. Couple 5Ks, not gonna get too much here. Nice block of the process. That was a quick decision there from Rat. Nice block from Umisho.
2K2D hits its mark. Knocking at the front door. He's gonna force it open with a grab.
Okay. Still have the second jump to be able to convert that. I like it.
Yeah, even scoring the bad moon there. Goes for the bad moon this time into the fast RC conversion. Lowest health in the game, Chipp. Another challenge with 2P, 6P.
Oh, missed out on an opportunity for a follow-up though. Ends up spending the burst in a really good spot. That's going to be a huge punish off the DP. I really like that from Umisho though. Continue to show that DP. especially against a vortex-heavy character like Millia.
Rio trying to chase up with that bar slash. I really love the way that we're seeing Rat just checking with the 2Ps as well, utilizing those light buttons to their fullest effect, getting a lot of mileage out of them.
Asuka with no mana doesn't even count in the conversation for health pools. That's fencing at that point.
You just die.
You just hit one hit and it's over. There's no point in calculating.
You breathe on him and he dies.
Dude, great follow-ups here. Gets the knockdown with the Bringer. I like the idea with the Bringer there too, because if it's not enough to get the wall splat, you get the best possible situation on your on-call.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that DP hitting. Tried to pick up with the 6S, but it was just a little too far away. What a challenge! Chasing up with the JP. By Wild Assault. Went for the Gunflame feint. Woo! Able to block it. Help!
Crazy block on the low, goes for the revolver, finds the high into the 6H, plants the tombstone.
Now Umisho trying to get this 2-0 lead. This is such a critical round right now for Rat Proxy. Having to make that reverse 3-0 is an absolute nightmare, especially against a player as high level as Umisho. But we're in a good position right now. Again, checking with the 2P upon dashing up, stopping Umisho from counter-poking.
Nice trade, finds a throw. The potential for a turnaround here. Rat is able to get away to some degree, but Umisho recognizes the slowdown from the BRC, kind of slowed things down. And ends up with the DP in response.
I think Umisho is trying to sniff out a gold burst opportunity here. DPRC gets counter hit. That close S, one of the best anti-airs in the game.
Oh, the back was very good.
Still challenging. Oh, this time goes low.
That was gross. That was actually gross. Really nice from Rat. Way to equalize. There's a good amount of momentum in that spot.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's always the empty low. Empty low is like the surprise roll-up.
It's the forbidden technique. For both these characters, too. I feel like for Millia, it's a little more expected for Millia. For Soul, again, on the fast RC forward after Revolver, I feel like that low is just never blocked.
It's so hard to block. You're always expecting the overheads. Because the overheads can hit multiple times, you know?
It's like 2 to 4 overheads or a quick low. It's like, come on, man.
The lose-lose situation here. There's the burst. Umisho going for a bit of an aggressive burst too, recognizing that it would push Rat into the corner, but Rat escaping, utilizing that disc. Tandem top.
Okay. Bringer, double backdash. Does it jump over. Ends up not finding much from it. Umisho turning back to neutral here, but push to the corner again. I feel like Rat's demand for space on the screen as Millia is kind of ridiculous. This is not like the evasive playstyle we see often from Millia players. Rat is like straight up fighting.
Yeah, I think he just wants to smother Soul, but I mean, being in that range to box with Soul is definitely really scary. It's like trying to box with Epo in an infight, man. Here we go, 5D, gets the wall break. And now just immediately backing up. You don't need to go in. Don't need to get fancy with this. Forcing Umisho to overextend, but Umisho again with the run-up DP. Combos into the Night Raid Vortex. There's the Wild Assault. Guess for your life.
Max meter. Yeah, no. You knew that the super was there.
Oh, and DP is blocked after the BRC.
Yeah, luckily that BRC was in time. A lot of times we see people go for BRCs just like that, and you end up with the DP straight in your face because the hitbox is already active.
Salt start up with the ground Viper there.
Dude, look at the DP! That was just a DP! There wasn't anything else!
Hey, it was clean hit, okay? Here we go. First comes out, gets the anti-air 5K, dash cancel into the dust. Uh-oh. Rat might be dust here with the Tyrant Rave. Is it enough to kill?
Absolutely it is. No questions asked. But straight to the wall, a round apiece. The most important round we've seen so far. Momentum is crucial in striving in this match. The double 5K all the way to the wall. Baits the burst from bad to worse.
Back to neutral though. Rat still has an opportunity here, but that positive bonus for Umisho is going to prove to be a really tall mountain to climb. And you're dead. Just like that. Didn't even need the super. With the perfect, Umisho goes up 2-1.
Soul wins.
Soul's reward, I think, is too high.
Let me what? Hold on one second.
Go
Let me
ahead.
do some quick Googling.
You tell me. What are we Googling right now? What's our search?
Hold up. June 11th, 2021. We are in 2024. It's been about 3 years of people saying that. And it hasn't changed. It has not changed.
I had to check when the game was released. I like that.
Let's rock.
Okay. Umisho gets the counter hit at the start. You have to burst. There's just no option. I know people have said that's the forbidden phrase now. Had to burst. You have to burst against him.
Yeah, in a lot of cases you do.
You burst? Just not quite there. Okay though, you poke out with the low.
Let's see, chat. Do you believe in Rat? Give him your energy. Look at this. Umisho fishing with the DPs. Finally gets one on the hook.
Jace didn't work out with the PRC. Work out in the end. Wild throw. Maybe again? Yeah.
I think we wanted it.
I think we did too with the 2K2D. Good answer.
Oh, yeah, but the 6S hitting, able to get the Bandit Revolver afterwards. So quick on the draw.
Close flash under getting a trade. Blush Shaker doesn't get too much done, but still able to walk Umisho mostly to the corner, but Revolver solves that. 2 revolvers gets us to the other side of the screen, east to west.
Yeah, gets the air throw as well. No fly zone here for Rat. Remember, this is set point for Umisho.
Still available for Rat. First touch, solved. Now Umisho is going to come into this last interaction here with half a bar and almost a full burst.
Oh, but the JH connects. Umisho definitely going to hold on to the burst here. No reason to spend it. You're still up a game and you're still at set point.
Especially with Rat having such a huge meter advantage at that point.
Absolutely.
Ready to play too far into that hand. Double reverse, tries to go for the cross again. Not able to find the low though.
Oh no, the wall assault connecting. Look at these micro dashes, stealing turn after turn. Rat so respectful, but it's gonna come back to bite him.
Back dash, trying to control low compel, does get out of the way. Man dash will get out of the corner. There's the air throw. All of a sudden, mistimes the Fafnir.
Well, 60 into nothing. Umisho was expecting a cancel there. We've seen so many cancels before. Let's see now, Rat with the dash in. Goes for the blue wall assault, breaks the wall, gets the knockdown. This interaction is so critical. The bad mood, no punish on it.
Oh my god, the jump H, the equalizer.
Got over the wild throw attempt, and Rat takes it to a game 5.
Bro.
Oh my goodness. Hey, rats are hard to kill, okay?
That's what she said. You ever seen one rat? Oh my god. Dude, it just feels like Rat is so much more willing to brute force things than other Millias. Rat is not playing this like evasive dancer, in and out, crazy board to. Rat is like brute forcing things pretty aggressively.
And I mean, I think it's working out too in this matchup.
Wow, That's what the close slash is going to be a huge chunk of your life bar on the Fafnir afterwards, though, and throw.
It's almost like I don't have to worry about your button or your damage, and you never get the chance to press them, right?
I think part of it is just against Umisho as well. You just don't want to give her enough room to be able to maneuver the way that she wants to. She's too world-class in that spot.
Stay same side on that JH. And beautiful confirmed.
Bad move. Into the follow-up. Rat is looking so good.
Set point now. Full burst available.
Nothing. Goes for the revolver all the way to the wall. I have a feeling we are going to get final game, final round potential here with the pixel of life.
Yeah,
that potential's gone.
That comeback too hard to make. But here we go. Like you mentioned, Proxy, this is it. Down to the wire. Who is going to be eliminated from this bracket in TNS 100? Rat gets the first blood.
Ground with the close slash, follow up with the revolver, good. Not quite enough. Close slash, holding that FD for dear life. Blocks the empty low, finally someone.
And that's it, was just waiting for Umisho to spend her meter right before we stroke back. That's up the top, trying to chase down with the JP. There's the cross of the 5K hitting behind the back, are you kidding me?
Doesn't kill them, still not enough.
Oh, now you're dead.
Gets the slowdown into the DP. 6H to plant the tombstone. Here lies Rat.
What a way to close it out round. But you want to talk about hyper rushdown and crazy performances. Marvello is a player to talk about. Third most wins in TNS Strive, coming out at 6. The Whiff Punish King.
Quit looking at me.
But here we go, starting things off. Testament and Eno in top 8. Only at TNS.
Tickle called their shot. They said, get the Twitters ready. Listen, tag me in the tweet. I'll retweet it if you win this one. That's a wrap. Poke. Work out in the end. The little redirection baits out the normal from Testament, but a great anti-air still to respond.
Yo, we were so busy talking about Marvel 3 that we failed to mention coming right out of the gate with the triple mad love. Just diabolical stuff here from Tickle, closing out the first round with the Fortissimo. Oh no, not again. 2. Do it again. 3.
We're sticking some lows out just because.
4.
Mixing them in. Yup, got the overhead. Nice follow-up. Is going to go into the super as well, just for the hard knockdown.
That is so nasty. That is just a knowledge check. Are you ready to 6P, right? 5.
There we go. This time the 2P does find its mark.
Immediately strokes right on in, tries to go for the empty low, but instead goes for the empty throw.
Oh, and that low kind of sells the throw even better in that spot. Tickle gets 1.
What a first game there from Tickle. How many? I think that was at least 10 Mad Loves in game number 1.
I mean,
treating it like it's White Wild Assault.
It's definitely one of those moves. It's the if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If your opponent is willing to block things like that give you that much advantage, it's like when Anjis do like standing slash into the fan throw repeatedly. Yes. Why would I ever stop? If you're not going to stop me, why would I ever stop?
But the questioning is, are we going to keep doing that, or are we going to expect that we've
until they stop it,
right?
Until they stop it, hell yeah, we're going to keep doing it.
All right, let's see what Symphuukai can do here. Challenging again with the 2P.
That's the long range normal here, working out really well, sets things up, and is able to get the sustain state applied. 6P, and tries to charge the dust, kind of shows the hand.
Difficult this time, but still 100-meter full burst available. Symphuukai has the tools to get out of this and still win the round. It just goes for the reversal. There it is.
There we go. Now we stop.
Please stop.
I was gonna say, now we stop. That was great use of the super though. Get Round, State is applied, tries to go for the 5K, low profile, easy peasy, back and forth on the footsies. Testament, unsurprisingly, gets the better in the end, though.
Love the Wild Assault pickup there. Ooh, and the meaty Grave Reaper coming in.
Speaking of diabolical, chat is diabolical. Chat said, do it again, he can only reverse for one. That's the energy I respect. 2K a little too far, gets the stroke to get underneath the far slide.
Yeah, but still, Symphuukai absolutely has the advantage here. 50 meter, able to just jump back immediately into the Grave Reaper, closing out game number 2 and tying things up 1-1.
Yeah, game was 1-1. Very, very strong. Very, very smart to come through.
What is this new one, bro?
I'm not even reading that one. One of the nice things.
Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah, anybody watching on YouTube, by the way, make sure you guys always check out the streams live when you can, so you can be a part of stream chat, which right now is posting paragraphs, rather large paragraphs. A little copy pasta action for the fans.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Make sure if you're watching on YouTube as well, you do subscribe to the channel. It's the safest way and the freest way to give the most support to the channel. We love you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, man.
Do
Symphuukai is going to need some support from blocking these overheads here. They did a really good job fighting back, but now Ticklememour still just keeping the pressure up, unrelenting. It feels like Symphuukai always has to be answering, right? Isn't really running offense. Right now is, thank God, but always has to answer back. And that's just not the situation you want to be in.
Yeah, which is unfortunate too, because I feel like that's where Testament kind of finds themselves pretty often. But there's the 6P. Speaking of answers, go straight into the low.
Oh, no.
Look at the connection of the note.
Yeah, landed on it, and then the Psycho Crusher there was able to connect. Here we go. This is huge for Symphuukai now. Sends out the Unholy Diver, gets the overhead with the Arbiter sign and the wall break. That 6H, what a button.
Wow, and the Arbiter sign in combination with it. Look at the meter now. As well as having the full burst. Burst ends up saving the day, but immediately with the upward fireball.
Just ready to devour Eno.
Another one of those super important swing games coming out. Stain State applied, but you got to connect with some kind of normal here. Does get the poke with the 2S in the end, though.
Oh, not the Mad Loves again. There we go. Answer with the 6P. Gotta shut those down.
Wow, hell of a juggle into the super.
Bring out the Succubi sisters. Low Arbiter sign again, and that buff to Arbiter sign is so huge for Testament, right? The launch on it, but speaking of launches there with that fast RC.
Hey, high. Ball comes through, is going to be able to break the wall. No meter, no Wild Assault though, back to neutral.
Immediately just sending out the 5H. Beautiful stuff there from Symphuukai, going up 2-1 now.
And that is just, I mean, ever since we got the 6P and the super to answer the guard crushes, things have been a little different.
You're right, you're right. Chat saying Tickle is selling. I hate that y'all are making that a thing. Selling?
You are just an old, bitter wrestling fan.
Hey, I like it, but I also hate it, bro.
I love it.
You sell on purpose, all right? Not when you're getting beat. Let's see you jumping right into it now.
Someone said Tickle switch to Goldlewis. You need White Wild Assault. The only way to fight this. Hey, Stain State applied, had to spend the burst. That was going to be a big confirm.
Like it, 6H into nothing. Immediately goes into Mad Love again for the guard break. Oh, flying right over the Grave Reaper. Uh-oh, we're in a bit of a scrambly situation there. 2K whips underneath the Mad Love. And right now, Symphuukai just trying to figure out any way to escape. 2P, it's still not going to be enough, and the Fortissimo closes out the round.
Tickle with that little tiny walk forward, walk back. What a weird way to try and do that, especially as Eno.
I'm the unlimited blader. I'm Cat's on something tonight.
All of them is good. Someone gets into him when Tickle's on the screen. I don't know.
Tickle pink. All right, here we go. Tries to go for the stroke to victory, but what an answer with the 2H. Squeezing out a ton of damage, sends out the Succubus Sisters again here to get that Stain State on deck.
Oh, and then the meaty fireball. YRC does get a little bit of a push away here. Wow, wake up 2P, really?
Full challenge. Oh, what?
That was a crazy block.
That was an even crazier pickup as well with the 5P. Now set point here for Symphuukai. I think if Symphuukai takes this is going to be the farthest a Testament has ever made it in TNS.
Oh, okay. Lockdown, keeping it going. Does find the counter hit, nothing to follow though.
Tried to go for the 2H that time, but the dive right over it was able to score a punish. BRC into the back throw. Is this the incident?
Oh my god, it's looking like it might be. It's not enough to kill. Doesn't get to spin the meter.
But there it is! Symphuukai closing it out, eliminating Ticklememour from the bracket here and staying alive with Testament in top 8.
Jesus, the turnaround is huge. Definitely doing an amazing job of continuing to rep the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as we continue to go through our Hall of Champions, as we talk about champions, it would be crazy to think that we could do this without talking about Umisho, who comes in at #2 most tournaments won. Whether it's been Happy Chaos, Going to the Gun, or Soul Bad Guy, she has been shockingly consistent through the entirety of playing in these TNS tournaments and everywhere in between, online, offline, ridiculous play.
I mean, oh yeah, birthday train.
Dude, if you let RedIamNot be on player one side, you know what's happening. Go off the start, finds that knockdown, looks for the close slash. Not gonna work out though.
And Panda bring it right on in.
Both the JPs still okay. 6P tried to go through the behemoth. Good counterplay, but unfortunately the timing didn't quite align.
Sending out the drone this time just to keep that pressure up, stealing the turn back over and over. Great backdash there from Umisho, but RedIamNot answering with an even better decision, a gold burst here.
Do you think that Red plays with no music turned on?
No, I think he legitimately loves Birthday Train. I think he legitimately loves it. You know why? Because I do too. Catch me at TNS 9 on the karaoke machine with Birthday Train, y'all.
There you go.
Oh,
Oy.
yep, JP hitting its mark. Umisho able to take the first round. All right.
Wild Assault was gonna jump in. Thrown, gets the connection, knockdown. Here we go.
RedIamNot, they're able to get the throw there. Sets up the drone for even more pressure. Big overhead into the quick overhead.
Oh my god. That's footsies.
That is footsies, all right. There we go, RedIamNot, they're able to tie things up with Umisho getting the first blood here in round number 3. Gotta get the wall break on top of that with the Wild Assault. Hard knockdown situation. This goes for the honest mids, dash up close slash. Empty low this time does get blocked, but unfortunately you are gonna get frame trapped by the Wild Assault.
Unfortunately. Ooh, here comes the, oh my god. Tyrant Array, pressed through the wall, still has 50 meter. Burst is available here for Red though. White Wild Assault incoming. Or not even needed in this spot.
So much damage. Oh, but we just immediately press 2K2D, baits out the burst. Umisho ups game 1.
Yeah, she does a great job being patient in that spot. And I do I like from both of them. I like Red spending the burst right away because a lot of people try too hard to finesse and kind of delay to play chicken in that spot. And I like Umisho having the discipline to realize character's really high in the air. I know I have time. There's no reason to overextend. We wait. 2H can almost OTG is how low to the ground it hits. No reason to overextend and no reason to rush the process.
Yeah, no, not at all. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes. Because I know RedIamNot likes to be aggressive. He likes to play fast and loose.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we got Umisho who's been DPing everything tonight. We mix in the patience.
Yeah, sprinkling in that strike throw, of course, as well. I love the OTG with the 2K immediately into the Fafnir, right? Just to be as meaty as possible.
Trade. Grounded opponent, grounded character almost always gets the better of those air-to-ground trades. Empty jump into the throw. The wild throw should be enough. 6H? No, not quite.
Beautiful with the JK there, able to close it out. Umisho threatening to get a very substantial lead here of 2-0 if RedIamNot does not turn things around. JS comboing into the Vortex.
2B knockdown. Just a drone and blocks the overhead. Smart, but right back in the same situation.
The low option, overhead connects. And there's the DP. A White Wild Assault finally shows its face here. What a trade! This is so scary here for Umisho, and just the tap dust is able to do it.
It's crazy how effective that tap dust is, just because even with the amount of overheads this character has, it still puts you on your back.
Nice, I love the JD.
Knew there was gap there. Fafnir, easy peasy.
And there it is, the catch-all challenge with the 2P from Goldlewis, the Get Off Me tool. But speaking of Get Off Me, beautiful throw tech there from Umisho. RC into the Fafnir, too far away though to get the pickup with the Night Raid Vortex.
Wow, what a confirm on a standing opponent there. Tyrant Rave not going to quite do enough damage here, but still a winning situation for Umisho.
Down with the White Wild Assault again, spending all of the burst just to be aggressive. It's hard to believe we've only seen one orbital laser so far tonight.
You think that's one of the answers we should have here?
I think it might help. I mean, it just forces your opponent into a really uncomfortable situation. And, I mean, so far, Umisho's taking down one Goldlewis and is right on the cusp of taking down another here. Up 2-0 currently. RedIamNot needs to come back 3-0, so something needs to change. You need to utilize some other options, and that option is sitting right there for 50 meter.
That's true. Might be one of the answers we need. But either way, I mean, Umisho momentum is building 2 games straight. Red, major adjustments required. Oh, dash from 6P. I mean, there's a good way to start.
Absolutely. Trying to chase down with the JD as well. Aggressive burst. Wasn't even going to take a whole lot of damage from how far away that far slash was, but he just wanted to lock down the corner, keep Umisho stuck up against the wall between a rock and a hard place.
It's way too far.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate whip there from RedIamNot, but they are still in this, still have substantial life lead. Just has to find one single touch or a throw. Anything can do it now.
Wow, that's a good answer there. Oh my god, but the BRC, the entire mix-up, chicken wings them.
JD round start, classic Goldlewis. Gets the punish on the Bandit Bringer, just a little too high. Oh, the pushback on the projectile is so weird looking. Crosses into the corner with JK. Jump throw. This is looking sketchy.
Connection again. Does get the wall splat, but it's not enough to kill even with the shatter.
Got some Boston Blue Beat coming through with the raid. Thank you so much for the support. Y'all are just in time here for our losers quarters of top 8.
Umisho on set point now. Okay. The White Wild Assault once again. Pressure's on. Dashes up and just sticks out the normal, slow and steady.
Look at that, coast to coast, complete with the plus frames on the guard crush with the Fafnir. 6H gets the counter hit. Not gonna get anything off of that without meter.
Jesus, that DP lands again. Lead on the dash back with a jumping heavy. Still not enough to kill, but Umisho now guess for game.
Watch out for Wild Throw, doesn't even need it though. Able to score the close slash, and there it is. Umisho 3-0 over RedIamNot. Symphuukai, excuse me. Bro, it's late.
Johnny looked bald right there.
Johnny versus Testament in top 8.
I don't think I haven't seen this matchup yet.
This is Twitter's favorite shit.
I know. I have to imagine that this is probably slightly Johnny's favorite, if I had to guess. Yo, Judai coming through with the raid as well. Shout out to the homie. Definitely one of the people that helps keep the wheels turning on the ship. Appreciate you. Ships don't have wheels, but you know, if we were gonna turn some wheels on,
Speedboats do.
I'll support my bad. My bad.
But here we go now. Testament versus Johnny. Yeah, like you said, a matchup that I don't think I've ever seen.
On paper, I gotta assume that Johnny has somewhat of an advantage here, but just looking at the way that it's going at the beginning here, maybe not. There's a super, a bite out of crime, but it's not enough to kill.
I think it's going to be difficult to be able to set out cards while you're in neutral against a character like Testament, where they can just send out the Unholy Dive or keep pressuring you with things like Grave Reaper or Arbiter Sign, right? Johnny's going to want to try and move in a little bit.
Closing this is in the air, obviously, a huge problem. How good that 6P is from Testament. Goldburst connects, and we're able to find the low misfinder, so here we go, party time.
Oh, and there it is, instant overhead with the misfinder as well. Right on in, as Rivera 21 comes through with the prime. Thank you for the support. That wall breaks for you.
Yeah, that's the KP.
Follow.
Wow, trying to get the cross up there. Actually ends up being the trade with the normal from Testament. Kind of absurd, the normal speed coming out. Staying safe for the second time. Meaty fireball. Here we go with the pressure. Finds the low. Sets up that fireball once again. Jesus, man.
There we go, scoring the hard knockdown. The MJ still has 50 meters. It's going to be a hard comeback, though, for Johnny. And that comeback is, okay, not going to happen.
Yeah. At that point, especially with the 100 bar built up, whether it's just trying to take a bite out of crime and going for the RC forward, or just being able to send out the Succubus if Johnny is able to escape, you are kind of approaching checkmate at that point.
Yeah, for sure. But Z-Guy is also coming through with another prime as well. 3 months on the deck here. Thank you so much for the support.
This is my grand final. Hey, so far it's looking clean. I'm learning a lot about the matchup here. It's feeling like if Testament can get a charged fireball off, that's enough to start the party. Like,
yeah,
that is enough for Testament to close the distance, start putting normals out, start taking full control of the situation.
Because like we mentioned before, Johnny has to commit to his dash, right? He can jump out of it now, but still, it's not the best dash in a game full of a lot of good dashes to get in on characters with good zoning tools. But once Johnny's in, my man is in. Look at this. Oh, I think that was supposed to be a super.
Yeah, a little unfortunate, especially with the amount of meter that we had left over here, but Testament now has somewhat of a shot.
Yeah, be careful. Yep, you can't throw those out for free.
Yeah, and we saw the interaction earlier on as well. Testament has been throwing out fireballs and using RC to try and kind of bait that out, but like you said, if you don't have meter, no free fireballs.
No. There we go, 6K again. Dashes back. I like that we're using the tumble just to set up the card there. You can squeeze out a little bit of damage if you get them with another hit in the tumble fast enough. But it's much better to just set up a stronger opportunity there on Oki.
Okay, trying to get actually connect with the card. Ends up minus to that spot, so back to neutral here. Testament happy to return. Let's get that Stain State applied. Well, Johnny at this distance, no real way to activate.
Wow. Yeah, you said at that distance. Johnny said, let me get in close for you. The trade there. That trade was so vital. It actually made the Stain State go off of him, saving MJ's life.
Okay, with the Wild Assault versus back, but we're not going to spend it. No, he's going to hold on to it. Combo isn't enough to kill Chipp potentially. Yes, the fireball. Oh my god.
Just enough. MJ caught not holding on to the FD here. Now Symphuukai threatening to go up 2-0, but not if MJ has anything to say about it. Gonna get the wall break here as well with the 6H. And learning those misfiner cancels are so important too, to be able to keep Johnny safe in a lot of these situations.
Guard once again, misfiner.
Woo!
Goes for the dash and finds the throw, the RC, and the round is not over. Testament back on her feet. Oh, okay, with the 5K.
Woo. Stuck with the 5K, beautiful. Bro, I am going home and I am labbing that missed dash in the air just to land into the throw. It's so nasty.
Yeah, an actual scene. You can't play online? Online's pretty good for this game.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. It's probably some of the best rollback in the business.
Pretty good rollback, not gonna lie. Might be tough though, who knows? Maybe we're a Wi-Fi warrior.
Duel 1.
I just don't let anyone know.
It's B. Great way to start. Gets the Arbiter sign. Uses that to close the distance. Pressure in the corner. 6P though.
Yeah, 6P is going to be a really good lifeline tool here for MJ. It really feels like a tug of war, right? Of who can get their resources out onto the screen first to start pressing from a long range.
That feels like a healthy matchup. I like it, actually.
Definitely a lot of movement, a lot of moving parts all together. Sniped out of the skies, goes straight into the super. Let's take a look at that life bar. No, you're still alive.
Not with a lot, though. With a positive bonus, racking this up. He's going to get that first answer. That is a super brave dash forward there. Maybe just read the back dash, but that was a commitment and a half for the dash up to PK.
Oh, that whip 6K unfortunately put you in a really bad range. Chasing in with the card, gets the guard crush here now. But what a challenge. MJ tried to press something after that missed cancel. Remember, it's so important about the spacing for these misfiners. They are technically negative on block, but depending on the spacing, you're not really going to be able to get a punish on them.
Okay, but with the card, that kind of changes things.
Facing out the 6K again, immediately to the Insenga. Oh, just sniping down with the card.
Oh, but another great press. Low Arbiter sign, charges the fireball. Look at the meter as well. It's dangerous for Johnny. I get a penalty. No meter to work with coming into this.
The movement here, though, from MJ finally gets caught, though, and that's going to be enough to close it out thanks to the Stain State as the layup for Symphuukai of 2-1.
It felt like... it definitely felt like the last 15 seconds of that was MJ just kind of like finessing out of danger over and over again. Never was able to grind the advantage, but the evasion.
Bro, it felt like he was Johnny.
Oh my god.
Here we go now, jumping right into the next one, which could be the last match between these two. Remember, this still is losers' quarters.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Step forward. Counter hit, forces the burst out. No big deal to start.
Sends out the card. Oh, I like it going for the inside, but great blocks here from Symphuukai, and is able to fight their way out of the corner as well. Anti-air, sniped out of the skies with the bird.
Okay, not knockdown, comes to the card. Nice block and the charge dust.
Oh, the 6-speed fast RC, that was kind of nutty. MJ definitely bursting there to try and stay alive, but it's going to be for forfeit here. Now going into this next round, set point, mind you, with no burst on deck.
Teleport comes 2Ks, fireball, gets the activate. Okay, the 6B! Actually, that is what triggers the activation and is able to push through the wall with the Wild Assault.
Just absolutely diabolical confirms here. Double 2H. 6H isn't going to be able to connect. I like up the edge of 6P, tries to go for the super, but he's able to flip right over it. But still 100 meter available, nowhere for MJ to run. It's looking like it's the end.
Dude, gets the Stain State applied, Arbiter signed to take the bite. That is going to be the finish.
But when we talk about players who have made it to winners finals, players who have made it to grand finals, and of course, players who have won TNS, there is no name with more wins higher than Nubenheimer. A whopping 16 TNSs. Nubenheimer on the Nagoriyuki. No surprise, this is the guy who came out to his first ever offline event, a major, and won it all. And now we're going to see who is going to earn their spot into grand finals here.
Winners finals.
Uh-oh.
Winners finals, Eno versus Goldlewis. If you had told me, let's go back even a year. If you had told me,
no. I wouldn't have believed it. For both these characters strong. This just shows how good the balance is of Guilty Gear Strive right now. Other than White Wild Assault, the game is in such a good place balance-wise. And even then, Goldlewis still has difficult matchups. It's not like he doesn't. It's not like White Wild Assault solves literally every issue. He's just a very strong character.
He's a strong character with a access to a pretty decent mechanic.
Absolutely.
Go, push through, couple jabs, a little bit extra corner carry, but it's not enough to do too much. Here comes the super. We are blocking.
Tries to go for the cross with the back scratcher, but does get the fully charged White Wild Assault and is able to steal the round away from the jaws at the feet.
Okay. The ball goes for the stroke, charges, it's standing dust.
Nice just block there, immediately challenges the Fortissimo. This is something that we saw Kshu do in their last set against RedIamNot, was utilizing the super in between the gaps here just to keep Cheryo on his toes.
Nice block at the cross-up though, gets the jump in with the JD. Now all of a sudden, dealing with the Nightmare, does get the push block. White Wild Assault though, distance closed.
Oh, RC forward, goes for the low this time. Isn't it crazy how that, just the drift forward leads to a mix-up like that?
Oh, she's a little too low to the ground. All of a sudden, Eno's the type of character that can make this work.
Absolutely. But Cheryo is about to build up 50 bar here, which means we're going to have access to, we get the chance to block, access to YRC, but it is going to get set through the wall back to neutral.
I love using the Wild Assault there too because you take the burst away, pass the burst in the end, here comes the super! Like, bro.
Yeah, just got caught not holding FD. That was the main thing there, and you had nearly 50 meter available.
I mean, that is just, what a nightmare scenario. I feel like that has been coming up all night long, where Cheryo will lock someone down, and then they will either go for JH, or they'll go for a behemoth that's top to bottom to just kind of like, please don't touch me. And then the laser catches up, and that high-low when the laser's getting blocked, even disregarding the chip, the high-low when the laser's getting blocked is dastardly.
You can't see it.
It's some real Hellzone grenade type stuff.
Already challenging there with just that light normal. Finally comes out, pulls out the Skyfish, gets the hard knockdown thanks to that fully charged gauge.
HCL for good spacing there. Gets the counter hit. The amount of meter, maybe enough? Not quite, but still good situation.
Bro, the BRC versus the BRC. Slow down wars. The Kshu gonna be able to close out the first round.
That's the Papio chat. That's a brimstone ult. My Valorant days are done, brother. So D just barely makes them block there and tried to go for the 6H, was trying to swing that thing.
And the counter hit with the white wall. This all leading to a full confirm. What is 6P though? Just such fast-paced interactions, really quick decision-making on the fly here, especially after those situations where you're utilizing the deflect shield.
The worst part is the 99 seconds. Yeah, the jump forward feels like one of the safest possible options because you know White Wild Assault is there. Absolutely. It's looming.
And there it is. Speaking of the devil, and it will appear. Able to just fly out of dodge, but the pressure is not over yet. Another great 6P into Mad Love, but we need to get the damage on deck. That should be a safe jump.
Good tech though. Almost caught the back dash there and no hesitation to get the punish.
Yeah, I mean, there is that gap in it, right? And I'm sure that Cheryo has punished that many, many times here. Now is currently up 2-0, threatening to qualify for top 8 grand final side. What did I even say, bro?
I don't
Top
even
8 grand
know what
final
that
side?
meant.
I don't know
literally
either.
was gonna let
Grand
it rock.
finals winner side.
I was gonna let it rock.
Look, bro, the fatigue's hitting me a little bit, not gonna lie. But this Goldlewis is going to light the fire in me once again.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Dash up 6P, straight into the 2P afterwards, trying to play a very disruptive style. You can tell early from the choice of normal, speaking of disruptive.
Yeah, for sure disruptive there, but a nice back throw from Kshu. Trying to go for the low option. Yeah, just let the Mad Loves out. Give him a taste of his own medicine with these guard crushes.
It's time. Make him prove it. Kshu's that I'm going back to the old me.
That hard knockdown is so valuable. Double overhead with the dive. That's going to be a quick round there.
Okay, what was our major adjustment? More Mad Love, stealing turns and block strings.
Yep, stealing turn after turn there. Again, that's kind of what won us our last set, was utilizing super in between gaps and just staying on Goldlewis, not allowing him to press button. Obviously, our super got baited out, so maybe that option is not quite on the table anymore, but we still have other tools.
Oh no, but gets side swapped now. The knockdown. Cross up just barely. It looked like there wasn't enough of a gap, but the big man is more agile than you'd think.
And that is now set point here for Cheryo. 1 round away from getting the grand finals winner's side. He's going to get clipped by that double overhead, forces the burst out, or sends the burst out, I should say.
Have either of these two won? Did Cheryo win a TNS?
No.
2 on the winner's side? Potential? Starting out, the first one in triple digits, you'd be the one. Cap off the year? This is the final one for season 1 of record keeping.
Absolutely. This is the first Strive tournament of 2024 here in TNS. Oh, Cheryo has.
Cheryo won, okay.
But still, that is a good feather to put into your cap, winning the first tournament of 2024. Let's see if Cheryo can do it. Has Kshu up against the ropes. Kshu still has some money left in his wallet. Can he fight back?
Yeah, 6P was a little ambitious though. Needs to be careful. Can't go. We cannot put ourselves in situations like that as Cheryo. Cheryo goes for the 6P super preemptively and is looking to try and stop something that's not happening. As soon as you are in a situation against Ino where you are fighting ghosts, you are losing. You cannot look for those things. They have to be reactions generally, I feel like.
Yeah, against Ino for sure. She's just too quick that when you whiff, you're already on your back.
The flex shield, a useless mechanic? Definitely disagree. It's people are getting way better at punishing people for using it too often, but I think that it is. I thought that last patch doing this.
Yeah, no, it's actually really good this time.
Last patch was very bad. I think it's good now.
But like anything in a fighting game, it has counterplay.
Yep, 100%.
Right now, here we go again. Kshu just laying on the pressure, relentless. There's the Wild Assault to get the hard knockdown.
Okay. Look at the meter building up as well with positive bonus. Takes the hit, not enough to kill, but dude, Cheryo's in such a bad spot.
ERC Super Tech. That's the back throw. Hold up. RC goes to the low. First answers right back, trying to be a hero.
Clutch 6B. Super clutch 6B.
I'm actually shocked Cheryo went for the burst there. Thought he would just give up that round. Keep
Yeah.
it for the next one. And this might come back to haunt him, Proxy.
Oh my god, because now you're in this situation. This is getting worse by the second. Spending both of Kshu's halves of the burst there for the Wild Assault.
Oh, the fake out there, though.
Double JP, 9 hits into the super. This is going to be another hard knockdown. Cheryo has a super. Going to hold on to it. The flex shield instead gets the trade, not in your favor.
Gonna be able to get the punish here. Trying to go for the optimal option. Bro, how did it just even up life?
Goldlewis way. The flex shield saving the day potentially. Gets the throw. There's a white Wild Assault.
No shot, bro. He hit Kshu once.
Actually, one touch is all it takes to turn it around. We're calling anything a sell. That's it, Jobber. The jump through the JD goes for the overhead. Still okay. That stagger was unreal.
Oh my god, that last round is definitely the kind that can kill your mental, kill your momentum. And the white Wild Assault keeping Kshu locked down in the corner, but able to escape out of harm's way here now.
Has access to a wired C. Has access to another one. Half of the burst. Knockdown. Super. Hard knockdown. Gonna decide just about everything. Look at the meter.
Yeah, 100 meter. There's the YRC. It was only a matter of time. Oh, and the knockdown.
The pineapple touches everything. Dashes up for the throw. Gets thrown on his own. Wakes up with the gold burst.
Oh no, but the Mad Love whip into the OTG. Cheryo moves on to Grand Final, stealing it away from Kshu. Mad Love giveth and Mad Love taketh away, Proxy.
That was an actual robbery.
Live by to give Symphuukai and to give Testament some credit. This is the kind of matchup that Soul usually struggles with, right? The matchup with characters who can outspace it, who have good zoning tools. Or you can just Vortex it, I guess.
Yeah, Vortex seems like a pretty decent option in this too. I feel like a lot of the normals from Testament are very susceptible to the Vortex as well. Climbs the tree, does Umisho, but still not enough. Full life left, does find the knockdown here and gets established a full screen, so there's a chance. It's not a good one, but we're here.
Hey, chat, I said traditionally he struggles with these kind of matches. Here we go. Good spacing, utilizing the Arbiter signs.
6B trying to press something here. This has been a crazy turnaround. Almost gets the kill there.
Oh no, but wow, the hitbox on that Bandit Bringer. I think Symphuukai just got a little too greedy trying to go in for the kill there.
Mark's last a little too far. All right, knocked down with the Arbiter Sign, sets up the Fireball, and does get the Stay State applied. Arbiter Sign connects, but we teleport, but the second Arbiter Sign, it feels like an execution error there.
Now getting sent through the wall, allowing Umisho to take that life lead. BRC, oh, wow. Okay, Umisho actually backing up. This time not going to, though. Absolutely commits to the BRC mix.
OTGs, and then just taps the dust. Are you serious?
That is a quick game one.
OTG close slash, and then ships it with the RC. So smart.
Look at this, both of them with the red auras as well. That is how you know they are grinding online to be able to get those.
Dude, and with a 1-0, Soul getting the lead in this feels like a bad omen. It feels like the farther and farther things are going to get out of control, the more Testament is going to have to play catch up. The more Umisho feels like she has room to take risks, the harder this is going to go. Slash in the attempt to step back. 2P is able to answer. DP in response again. That game cushion is all it took for Umisho to start throwing out those DPs. Look at the damage.
It was a clean hit. Send out the Unholy Diver. Great spacing with the 6H. I remember when Testament came out, and people were saying that 6H, it has such huge whiff recovery. I just remember Kizzy saying, why are you whiffing this?
It's a great question.
Should never be whiffing it.
Great question for a great man. Shouts to Kizzy. Up, get the stand state applied once again. Oh, and nice. Being able to stop the vortex there, really important. That's starting to get astray.
And just trying to play this Footsy's keep out game, but the 2H pulling Soul in closer, which is a recipe for disaster. She was ready with that DP. Whoa! The Unholy Diver there just sniping the Bandit Bringer out of the sky. Not quite able to get the punish though on the blocked Vortex.
Oh man, it took the step back there to try and have a better angle for the anti-air, but couldn't quite get there. Umisho with a mixtape off the dude, the fast fall into the 2D. That RC to the ground was nutty.
And now up 2-0 here.
It just feels like once the momentum is built up, it doesn't feel like there's a lot that you can really do to get it back in your favor as the Testament in this spot. It really just feels like you have to be the one setting the pace the entire time, because the second Soul gets the Ox,
it's over.
It's over. You just don't have a chance. You're
Strike
not getting it
back.
back. You're not getting it back. Just like that. Soul said, I got something to show you. Hand it over.
Pressure up in the corner. DPing out of your 2K presses. And there's the cap by B once again. Yeah, you can see Symphuukai feeling the heat. Went for the burst there just to relieve some of that pressure, but it's not working. Wild throw into the RC. Set point now for Umisho.
That initial hit started off of Raw Vortex. Raw Vortex has been a monumental piece of the puzzle for Umisho in this matchup. Has been getting so many clean hits off of it.
Be getting a clean hit.
DP. Kill though. Third of life off the table, setting ourselves up for maybe more of the same against the wall, and there's the break.
This is an open world character. What are these routes?
It's a different combo every time, though.
It is. Umisho just flexing her combo maker skills here, but now Symphuukai fighting back, not going to go down without a fight. There's the RC, has 100 meter on deck. Tried to go for a throw and got shimmied. The possible final burst.
20 meter as well, does get the clean hit. Here we go. Straight into the super, not even close to the wall to be able to go for the shatter, but still get that real estate.
Are you sure about that?
It's closer than I thought.
But the DPRC coming out on top once again. Umisho 3-0, moving on to losers finals.
Dude, huge shout outs though to see a Testament playing that well. But with that, we have to run it back. We have to show you all the most important thing, the on repeat, a recap of our top 5. Danny obviously coming in at number 5. TYL, who held it down for so long in the beginning of the game at 4. Marvello coming in at number 3.
And Umisho coming in at number 2 with 9 victories. And the repeat winner, that's a pretty good song, Neubenheimer, coming through with 16 victories, double digits, nearly at the 20 mark.
Final crown to hand out in these 100 before we kind of set the record straight and reset things as best we can. I hoped for a sweaty bracket. God damn it, I got it.
Already Kshu starting off strong here, just looping the Oki over and over onto Umisho. BRC is immediately met with a SDP.
Oh, okay, we're trying to throw that out a little early, but against Umisho, we need to be very careful about how we use it. Not only for things like that with the bringer, but just with how willing to DP she is.
Backdash into the Psycho Crusher. Blocks the DP this time, but the RC is there to keep Umisho safe. Mad love! There it is, spin to win.
And that was probably the farthest range 5S I think I've ever seen. That was the tip of tips. Jesus. Knocked down here, went for the JS again. Mad love, wild throw, had, I think it was revolver maybe, step forward revolver.
Yeah, possibly. Either way though, Umisho's still able to take charge of the situation, putting Kshu back into the other corner here and gonna get the wall break. No, goes for the wall slump, I like that a lot.
The DP once again. Burst just does get back, but I don't think you spend it here. Might as well take it on the chin, see if you can fight it out from neutral. Oh my god, this opportunity is massive.
So incredibly huge, but Umisho is sitting on a 100-meter proxy. Volcanic Viper!
Oh no, in the standing H round start. Yeah, you have to burst there. That's the rest of your life bar, dude.
Now you just see the spacing here, neither one of them wanting to commit. But Umisho with a beautiful confirm. Was that a 2P starter on a dash? Incredible.
Still not enough to kill though. At this point, just blocking things is enough. Able to build up the meter here. YRC is easily dealt with, and Umisho gonna take the first game, wrapping that thing up.
Kshu still playing incredibly strong. We saw in that very first round when things kicked off was just looping Umisho through the blender, right? Just constant Oki after Oki after Oki. But what's been hard for everyone to deal with has been the DP. Yeah. Even Soul's SDP on whiff, it feels impossible to punish. The recovery is so fast. And that has really been, you know, the key factor for Umisho. DP has been getting her out of so many dangerous situations and leading to such a huge reward on top of it with RC available.
Ooh, couple whiffs in a row. The JH ambitious for sure from Umisho, but no punish. He's able to turn that into a clean hit. Okay, lands once again. Fafnir and slow things down. Gets the 5K anti-air though. 5K into the dash. Straight to the wall with a wild assault. You gotta be kidding me, dude. And then the BRC into the overhead. Another clean follow-up. A perfect for Umisho. First game, felt like it took quite a while. Umisho this time has another 2P confirm into the wall. Okay, 2S trades. 6S. No luxury in the trade on that one. How long can you hold on 6H for the counter hit there? But here we go, Mad Love. Let's get that pop up, puts us up into a better situation. DP blocked with the Fafnir in response. And the deflect shield does not work the way that we had it planned. A little unfortunate there if you're in the, you know, everybody in the bleachers with the Kshu signs, but Umisho Nation is going crazy right now. 2 games in a row. Wow, the potential for this to just be over. Kshu has had a couple ridiculous comebacks today already. Multiple times has been down a game or 2 and has been able to make it work somehow. And now, find out. Good way to start there with the strokes. The knockdown there. Same situation set up for the second time, all the way to the wall here. Umisho content to try and lead on blocking the low, not reacting to these highs.
Yeah, and I like how we're just trying to jump out of that pressure as well. Bandit Revolver, excuse me, the delayed second hit there, able to catch Kshu. But unfazed, Kshu is going to be able to take this round here with a Fortissimo. No, wow, it doesn't kill! Uh-oh, hold on. Don't let me curse it.
Oh, Vortex is blocked. I like that. Release the note. Get it up as high up as possible, as quick as you can. That's the way you should. Kshu gets around on the board and is able to get the cancel there. Very smart.
DP comes out again. DP into Fafnir, excuse me, yes, Fafnir has been such a crazy combo for Umisho. Goes for the double overhead there with the JP off the fast RC. Still not enough to kill though.
This pixel. Oh my god, the clash into the RC, because why not?
That was nasty. That was disgusting.
Oh, and just like that, things feeling a little deflated here, but not for Kshu. Still in this. Gets the air throw, good way to start.
Yeah, beautiful whiff punish there on the 5K. You cannot allow Soul to get away with whiff 5Ks for free like that.
Whiff punishing 5Ks like that is Indo.
Ooh, beautiful conversion. Should be enough to kill.
There we go.
My heart kind of sunk for a second because it almost seemed like Umisho dropped out of that.
It feels like you're playing Justice, you know, Aquaman. That's how it feels. It's crazy, actually.
I have no context for that.
Oh no, he has a passive that makes you drop combos.
That's
Unironically.
terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. That's how it feels, though. When you're playing against her and you get the hit and you're like, I'm a genius. And then it just,
oh no!
Your normal combo doesn't work and you're like, man, what the hell?
Well, let's see. The Wicked Witch is still in this. Kshu not out of it yet.
That's my fault for assuming a bunch of people would know about Aquaman. I apologize. 2P dash up, knockdown on the counter hit.
Just mashing that close slash button.
Dude, that's been the difference maker. If Mazlov lands, we are winning, and if it doesn't, we are not winning. I feel like that's just been like the dichotomy.
Had to spend the meter to keep ourselves safe there after a whiff super. Pulled the counter hit, but unfortunately let that Wild Assault rip a little too early. I think maybe if we would have charged it, it would have been meaty.
Oh. Good blocks and is able to get the back throw.
Now you need to find that one last touch. And there it is. Jump up JP.
Really smart, especially assuming that Umisho is probably thinking Bringer in that spot, because Bandit Bringer has been relatively unpunished from that situation, other than against the Goldlewises, who have like an exceptionally easy time in that spot.
Absolutely. Here we go now, knocking at the front door there and busting it down with a mortal counter 5H. Umisho trying to turn Kshu into a Twitter clip here, but the Tyrant Rave drops out too high up and too late.
There we go, got the burst. Plenty of time to be able to regain that back. I like the idea. 6P Mad Love is answered. Oh no. Just like that. Umisho potentially trying to side this once again. Gets the connection here all the way to the wall off the revolver.
There it is. Wild throw, puts you right back into the corner. In Dusk we trust.
Okay, straight into the strokes.
Kshu has to play this perfectly now, Proxy. You can't afford to get touched at all.
Okay. Look at the meter, though. Oh, but we find the hit anyways. Wild Assault actually takes the burst. The super comes through. We push away. Neutral again. Gunflame!
Oh, Gunflame hitting its mark. There's the RC. Not going to get burst back in time. And Umisho moves on to Grand Finals loser's side.
As we get into Grand Finals of TNS 100.
Don't worry, I'll get a little sappy after this. Here we go. Round start situation. Cheryo immediately trying to take the fight to Umisho, but that DP has already been placed onto the field.
That is an ambitious run-up throw. Is able to get the OTG with the close slash as well. Revolver, but there we go. The reversal. It bounces off the pineapple straight back to the corner.
Oh, but there we go. Bandit Bringer, get us out of jail. And now we're going to take as much damage as we possibly can. BRC, but the YRC negates it, is what I would say.
And if I had one, Jesus, the wild throw was crazy.
There it is, White Wild Assault. Cheryo's either going to have to keep the pressure up. You don't want to be trying to counter poke Soul. What a backdash into a TP. Normally you see backdash in the throw, but Umisho, still different here. Crosses up into the corner again. And I like it, just disengage. Couple of backdashes there. Creates some space. Gets the run of DP.
Oh, similar situation. This time it's just landing on it instead. Here we go, plenty of meter.
Yep, and that's going to be the round here. Umisho definitely holding on to that burst. You could have made an argument to burst there. I would have understood. The health was so close.
With 50 more meter, if you burst there, he's waking up and he's calling the Independence Day laser though. You're in a mess of trouble. As Big Hoss was talking about. Away for the security drone, goes for the dash forward, baits the GP.
Big brain moves here from Cheryo. OTG tries to, oh, I don't think that was a 2H that we wanted. I think we wanted a Behemoth Typhoon there.
But Umisho showing off again, my favorite tenant in Guilty Gear Strive, become ungovernable. You baited my DP, bait this one too.
You can't bait all of them.
Oh, full burst blocked. Punish though. Tough. Wow, goodbye, soldier. 6H! Oh my god, twice in a row we've seen Umisho with an amazing read on a YRC to end the round.
Yeah, just these DPs, these reads, Umisho is one of the best to do it here. But Cheryo, not going to go down easy. Still, Umisho has to win 2 sets in a row. That is a tall mountain to climb against Cheryo. Not just Cheryo alone, but Cheryo rocking this Goldlewis, this version of Goldlewis. And he has stuck with this character for so long. He has been rewarded handsomely.
I'm going to say it again. And I'll hold my peace after that. I feel like we just need more Wild Assault. Unironically, I feel like a little more often, I think it would be really, really good, especially because of how it interacts with DP. If you can go for delayed situations and go for the charge first, I think you can get murderous counter hits. I feel like I've been saying use more Wild Assault so much today, so I'm gonna stop. But man, it's so good! Nice bait though.
Right, able to close out the round, beautiful stuff. All right, White Wall start there, round start. Trying to go for the JD in. I appreciate that Cheryo is now trying to chase Umisho up to the skies with the JP. This time, though, went for JD and got blown up for it.
He's FD. Comes out a little bit here, finds the knockdown after the gun flame, though. Standing heavy counter hit.
Doesn't want to hold the mix up. Understandable. Actually got the blue beat combo. I don't even think Cheryo was expecting that. What a backdash!
You said you got to be brave. And man, of all the words we're going to pick for Umisho, brave is certainly one of the top ones, but it's still not enough to kill. Wait, goes for the walk forward. What was that?
How did we whiff? I don't know. He walked right and just whiffed. Perfect hitbox alignment.
Be a fan of melee D's.
And there it is. While rising JP. And Cheryo's trying to shut down those Bandit Bringers, right? Umisho has really been going to the sky, utilizing Bandit Bringer and JH a lot, just to kind of circumvent neutral. Oh, there it is. Fast low. No one blocks. It's only been blocked once tonight.
Okay. No, no, no!
That should be dead.
That absolutely is dead.
There you go. Doesn't even need to spend the second 50 meter. And Cheryo gets a point on the board here. Every single point that Cheryo gets, it's got to make Umisho sweat a little bit, right? Makes it a little bit more difficult to get that reset and make that comeback.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I actually think this is the run back. I'm pretty sure Cheryo was the one to beat Umisho earlier in the bracket.
Absolutely. A run back of a run back.
I'm nervous.
It was the run back from CEO Taku, and now it's the run back from earlier in the bracket.
That was a good way to start.
Backdash gets the jump in punish. Unfortunately, with the JK, it wasn't too much damage. That is good for the Umisho side, but backdashing the wild throw attempt. Cheryo kind of locking it in.
Not down in the OTG. Go with Behemoths. I love that far slash. Super brave press there, knowing that the drone was going to be coming out, but you could make it in time.
Right now, 50 meter here for Umisho. Spends the burst. Immediately sends out the gun, too, to get that knockdown. And I like that we didn't run too deep in, right? Staying just outside of the DP range, but Umisho still able to answer back, taking the round.
JK, while the solid gets answered, counter hit with 2K. Push very far back in this spot, but still all right. Gunflame into the 6H.
Wow, and we are just Season 1 Soul right now. Mash that far slash, crank that risk gauge, and cash out.
The way that Umisho uses Gunflame, you wouldn't think it's her first Guilty Gear piloting Soul. I will say that. Like it is impressive. You would think there's some legacy coming out from this.
Yeah, I was about to say 1 DP is all it was going to take to close out that round, and Umisho finds the gap and is now up 2-1, threatening a reset. Things are getting scary. And I gotta say, the predictions are pretty close together.
Shockingly even. I feel like normally it's slated way in favor of the winner side player, but right now it is, I'll tell you all, it's 57% Umisho, which is really close.
Yeah, very, very close.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
The amount of people that we got in here. Here we go, round start, immediately going for the 2K, but Umisho was able to dash. I beat it.
That's for the burst in the end, 2-6S, good spacing.
In the corner, Cheryo already down to under half health.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pure guess.
So this pressure is just devastating, Frosty. Reset point here for Umisho.
The best advice you can get on blocking that is, what did you do to get in that situation?
Exactly. Don't get there.
Don't next time. Oh man, goes to the close slash dash cancel, very nice. Oh, but the interrupt 5K.
Oh, that trade not going to be in Cheryo's favor. Spends the burst. Last-ditch effort to get out of the corner, but gets the knockdown with the drone. Throws the DP. That's something we have not seen as an answer, and it almost seems like a no-brainer.
Oh my god, no way this hits.
Oh, BRC!
Okay, how far can we push it? Wild Assault. No, it's just going to break the wall with the DP. Still alive.
Oh, sets up a drone, but uses the 2K to stuff the startup.
Oh
Reset.
my god. Fast RC down 2K2D. It's not done yet. Job's not done.
No.
0-0.
Umisho wants to add another accolade to her shelf of trophies. Wants to be the winner of Strive 100 here at TNS.
How many had she won before this? Will this put her in double
6,
digits?
I believe.
6, okay. Not quite. That'd have been nasty. If this was the one for the double digits, that would have been sketchy. Okay, knockdown. Definitely a huge way to start. DP early in the set.
Oh, 9. So yes, if she does win this is double digits.
This is for double digits.
This would be not only TNS 100, but the 10th tournament victory in TNS for Umisho.
Wow, dude, and again, the Bandit Revolver, the Bandit Bringer, all these uses of these air specials into these RCs are just representing crazy high lows. It feels like Umisho uses it almost like an 8-way dash. We joked about that earlier in the stream, but like, she uses it like it's an 8-way.
But I like that we're starting to lean a bit more into the run-up meaty throws. You need to figure out a way to shut down these DPs. That is proving to be one of Umisho's strongest tools.
Oh, trade with the drone. You'll take that all day if you're Umisho.
You know what this reminds me of? The way that Umisho is utilizing DP in this matchup so often reminds me of why Leo is such a problem for Goldlewis, because of the DP.
Actually true. Throw, the pressure is just unbelievable. Goes for the cross up there with the tap. Dude, tapping the FD to get the extra momentum there was crazy.
It's just throw after throw. Wild Assault here to break the wall, and Fafnir is gonna close it out with a perfect. Umisho up 1 in the reset.
Wow, we need a major adjustment from Cheryo in a hurry. This is gonna get out of hand.
I mean, Cheryo did it before. Cheryo, he was able to send Umisho to the loser side of the bracket, so he has it in him. He has it in him. He can stop this momentum right now. He just needs to lock in, play a little tighter, and really needs to somehow find a way to shut down these DPs, because it's just blowing up his offense. And that's easier said than done, for sure.
Okay, close slash. Get the burst out there. Umisho burst for momentum. DP not letting anything go. As soon as you see anything that looks like a behemoth, you just fly away into the sunset, dude.
There we go. Keeping a little bit of distance, playing more patient, just trying to wait for those DPs to come out, and then getting the optimal punishes on them.
She doesn't know. What a goofy interaction.
You
with
can't wire
Skyfish.
see that.
Oh my god. I mean, it made her live it. That was crazy.
Uh-oh, backdash is going to get caught there by the Fafnir, and now the pressure is on.
Far slash twice in a row. Double fake gun flame just for timing. DP to stop the jump out.
To the back scratcher. Ooh, thrown out of the vortex. Great reaction from Cheryo. And chases up with the JS. That is another great tool. Hold up. Was able to block it. There's the punish.
Wow. Oh,
Baits out the
and
burst!
blocks the burst as well. But not enough. Not enough to kill.
These sequences are absolutely mind-blowing, Proxy.
Tries to go for the jump in. Gets met with jumping H. JH from Seoul. What a button.
It's a brilliant button.
What a button, dude. That's good though, good footsies. D. Don't leave gaps.
That's so hard though, because so much of Goldlewis's pressure does have gaps. That's the nature of the Behemoth Typhoon.
Okay.
Jumping on in, there's the BRC. Able to block the low. Weathering the storm is Cheryo. Gets a low of his own.
Back into the vortex. Commits to the behemoth afterwards there, but that's a turn ender. White Wild Assault. Dude.
Oh, there's the RC. Squeezing out just enough damage.
White Wild Assault wins that game.
I mean,
It's time.
we were saying.
Unleash the beast.
Unleash the Ultra Instinct. The Kaioken.
I'm telling you. I think it's the answer. I'm not.
Yeah, and Tev is pointing out the 2P car behemoth. One thing that, yes, Goldlewis is strong, all right? Goldlewis is strong, no doubt. But you have to understand, car behemoths are hard.
That's one
They are
one of
hard.
the hardest
And
things.
to play at a high level as Goldlewis, you need Kara Behemoths. You absolutely need them.
Okay, came through, gets the throw. Air throw is huge there. Reads the revolver, or the bringer, excuse me. Reversal there is definitely good enough. Umisho gets out of the corner, gets the trade a couple times in a row. Still all right. That was a great FD.
Yeah, the IB FD actually just pushing Cheryo back into the corner, just like that DP does. Oh, the bandit bringer so low to the ground, catches everyone, Proxy.
He needs to be a height limit. He must be this tall. Balls on the stallers. Ball through his behemoth, dashing forward, keeping that pressure up, gets the counter hit.
You're
meter.
dead. Yeah, you died.
Yeah. Better luck next time.
Chat, if you get hit by the wall bounce Behemoth Typhoon
As the starter,
you're dead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're just dead. That's it. It's diabolical damage.
okay, this is really dangerous though. 6H!
Yeah, not gonna get anything off of it though without meter, just that 2K OTG.
Yeah, I don't even know if Cheryo's gonna get another opportunity to burst here. Is gonna get access to half, but there's the backdash. Oh my god. Oh my god, the overhead lands, but the DP again!
Another DP, and utilizing the vortex to fly out of the corner with the coast-to-coast confirm. Gonna break the wall with the hard knockdown.
Oh my god, that delay was crazy. Yup, in response to the gunflame, definitely smart.
Burn it down. Just using it as a side swap. I respect that a lot, and this absolutely is going to be the kill here. Cheryo going up 2-1 in this Grand Finals reset. Proxy.
The turnaround has been crazy right now.
Okay, everyone breathe.
I can't.
Saying that to myself.
Umisho, gotta send this to a game 5. What a way to send off the first 100. Unbelievable Grand Finals right now.
Let's see, are we hopping right back on the sticks? Taking a little bit of a breather, maybe? Stealing ourselves? There we go, right into it.
I don't think there's any chance for a swap. I think it's the soul all the way.
Of course.
There's no way
There
we go
is
to the
no
gun.
swap.
There's no way we go to the gun.
This is Umisho all the way.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That dash forward and that little stagger. You can tell just from that little opening, confidence not done yet here for Umisho. Gets the burst out. Knockdown is big. Baits out the FD into the corner.
Huge, went for the safe jump as well to try and bait out the DP. Our Behemoth, it still reaches so far. Goldlewis is a big guy.
The rundown, nice DP in response. Knew the chase down was gonna come out. Gets the far slash just barely. Tyrant Rave, is it enough?
No, he's got a lot of guts, Proxy, still in this.
Oh, but 2K. Oh my god, Umisho. To send us to game 5.
And there it is, DPing straight through the first Behemoth, getting the plus frames with the Fafnir as well. DP Fafnir. It has been like bread and butter for Umisho.
Jesus. Blocks it to keep her in the corner. JP.
Got jailed in, nowhere to run.
We've been talking about rising JP so much. Gets the hit. Burst is available. Not going to spend it though. Got to hold it.
And there's the throw. OTG tournament point Cheryo. Don't avert your gaze, Proxy. You have to bear witness to what is going to happen here.
Bringer. JK. Twice in a row. Nice block. Had to burst. Absolutely had to.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that level of damage. There's the white wall. It's all fully charged, so we get the combo.
in the corner. No burst, no resources. White Wild Assault doesn't find the hit. Umisho has to do something though. You cannot block forever. You're on a timer. Oh!
Met the skies with an air throw. Tries to wake up with 5K, but meets the drone. Look at the spacing here from Cheryo. It's making all the difference outside of that DP range. Trying to bait it out there with the shimmy.
No way to go for the hezzy this late in the game. Chipp is a potential deflect shield. Maybe saves the day.
See, Umisho's not out of it quite yet.
Oh, Breeder's a crazy choice.
And JD closes it out.
Oh my god, what a story. Umisho this close to reaching into the double digits, but Cheryo says, I got mine.
And I mean, what a way to do it, Proxy. What an incredible tournament from beginning to end. Tonight is a special night. Guilty Gear, Exerd way back in 2014. The way I got into the FGC. Guilty Gear Strive back in 2021. The way I got into TNS. Guilty Gear means the world to me, and it's been absolutely crazy to see how much it has grown. I never imagined we'd be 100 tournaments into TNS and Guilty Gear would be the biggest anime game in the world. I just never imagined it.